There we go. Hi! Tim, can you turn that down for us as well, please?
Yeah, is that bleeding into the mics being that close? Well, at the volume that it was before.
Yeah, no, it should be okay. Hi, hello, welcome. Sorry, I'm a little bit unorganised, but we're getting there.
Sorry.
Welcome to the Rat Project's Dungeons and Dragons. I am Johnny, also known as Bishop AU, the Dungeon Master for this stream. As always, I'm joined by Jordan, Scott, and Timothy.
Hello.
This week we are down Lachlan, who may be watching along. I'm not sure what he was actually doing tonight. But anyway, he's not here. That's all that matters.
See, hey, Scott.
That's a pretty fair reason.
I'll fight.
So, welcome back. We are chipping our way through the Tomb of Annihilation, edging our way closer towards its completion, getting down through the Tomb of the Nine Gods, and working our way to perhaps a confrontation with Acererak himself.
What if like the Tomb of the Nine Gods and the Tomb of Annihilation are two different things?
And this is only the prequel.
Need to turn that down a bit more. It's super loud still. So last week, you guys found yourselves in a puzzle room faced with a clay golem.
Was it really a puzzle?
Which you spent a substantial amount of time trying to work out the best way to approach it before Ogamuk's direct approach took place, and you guys, yeah, defeated it pretty easily.
Not too easily.
Well, yeah. So I was saying to Tim the other day that if that was anybody else, they would be dead. It's only because you have your racial ability that you survived. Because when you get hit by that, it reduces your max hit points, as you know,
Yeah.
by whatever damage you take. And if it goes to 0, you're just dead. You don't go unconscious. You're just dead. So if that was anybody else, they would have died.
That's fucked. That's broken.
Yeah, I didn't know clay
That's so
golems do
strong.
that until I read it. So, clay golems.
Yeah, don't ever fight a horde of them.
You're talking about D&D Beyond on the phone. Do you mean the website or the app itself?
The
No,
website.
the website.
The app only has the books. You can't do your characters on the app yet.
Okay.
The app is a little bit trash at the moment.
Yeah.
So wait, I can't log in to yours while you're logged into it? I need
Just
my
log
own
into
account.
yours. You've got an account. Because you claimed Garth with it.
No, apparently I'm signed in, so okay. Characters. My characters.
So I just realised
people.
this whole time I've had 2-weapon fighting. I should get some light weapons
Oh,
instead
yeah,
of a
it's
longsword.
with your Twitch account, that's right.
Okay, so
Well,
after defeating the clay golem, you made your way through the tomb. Took a long rest, actually, as all of you were pretty badly battered. Made your way through the third... what level are you on? The third? Third level.
Yeah.
Finding some interesting rooms. One that gave you a bit of greater restoration, luckily, as a couple of people were had their max hit points reduced. And found your way to another room, which, as you can see, is a tiled floor covered with what are they called?
Tiles.
shit, are they?
Images across them.
Hieroglyphics.
Hieroglyphics. Thank you.
No, what was it?
Hieroglyphs. That's the, yeah.
Hieroglyphs.
That's it. So, in the center of the room, there was a raised dais, large square dais with a wooden boat perched atop it. Inside the wooden boat was a large bronze sarcophagus, and the remnants of a dwarven man rotted away. The skeleton lies just a couple of tiles in front of you, with pieces of clothing and various other apparel still scattered around. So that is where we left off. You guys can do whatever you would like to do.
Hey, Tim. Guess who's in the bronze sarcophagus?
So you guys
I
are
wanna
all
clip that later and send it to
up
him.
this end.
How do you clip Twitch videos? I've never done it before.
I know how to do it when they're live. I don't know.
There's a button.
You can clip. Can you clip videos? Or
Odds.
Yeah.
Not sure.
like VODs, whatever.
Yes.
Cool.
I'm gonna investigate the room, see if any tiles like higher than the other ones, like a pressure plate.
Yeah. Make an
Hieroglyphic.
investigation or even a perception as you're peering at it from
Can I change my name
you
from
sound like
Bath
after shit.
Edgelord?
me.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, it's over there. I think.
What do you
Yeah,
want?
it probably is. It'll be on that stack. Yeah, these character sheets. Second one down.
Oh,
Second
I
one
thought
down.
you were
Second one
actually.
down. Second one down.
The one that says rage.
Yeah.
I thought you were forcing us to use D&D Beyond.
I'm not forcing you to do anything. I'm just suggesting it because it's really good.
How do I change my name?
19.
Yeah,
Did you lock it?
I forgot I did that.
Fuck.
19.
19. Yeah. You cast your eye around, looking over these tiles, and looks like they're all pretty much the same. You sort of like investigate the closest one. Looks like they probably would press down if you applied too much weight. But you don't notice anything out of the ordinary with any of the tiles. They look like they're all pretty much the same. A little bit of dust has been lifted from the dwarf who's stumbled out onto them and met a grisly fate. Aside from that, there doesn't seem to be anything that stands out.
Can we see? Wait, has he died? Like, how did he die? Do we know? We'll have to roll investigation.
Yeah, someone mentioned
I'd say-
locusts.
Yeah, I'd say. Well, actually, yeah,
Yeah,
you
there
guys
was
saw
locusts,
this.
yeah.
When you peered
Oh.
into this room through the other way, you saw he was attacked by some sort of insect. And I'd say with your 19,
Oh, damn, it's a straight fire.
with your 19, you look around the room and you
Makes
notice
sense.
the 4 Sphinx statues in the corners. The mouth of them seems to have a tube running down its gullet, almost like a funnel or something
How
similar.
big?
I was gonna pick up this to look at it, but it's fucking.
We should try and block them.
Yeah, I was gonna say shove ball bearings down them, but if they're like that big, that's not gonna work.
Ball bearings and heat metal.
Alright, I have an idea. It looks as if the traps are triggered when you step on the floor. It's just not step on the floor.
Oh yeah, I'm still.
Well, I guess
How
that
high is the
one
roof?
he stood on is one of that.
It's probably
So those are
20
probably bad.
feet, 30 feet, something
Sorry.
around that.
Cool.
That
Um,
looks like that.
Oh yeah,
So those are probably bad.
The feet are bad. So wait, we got vulture, serpents, doors, reeds, scarabs, scepters. That's not how you spell scepter, Lucky. Feet and urns.
So what's the first one? The first one's
Vulture.
vulture.
ah, fucking button.
I'm feeling the vulture's fine, so I'm gonna step on the vulture.
Okay. I haven't opened my book yet. I need to pull up the book, sorry.
But
Fuck no.
unless you like, well, unless his feet like that, and then you got attacked by locusts, and then falls down and onto that one as well. But I doubt it. We
You
good.
could have waited like
A little bit.
a few seconds while I was figuring out how D&D Beyond works. I was like, where's the fly spell? Let me just...
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
You turn into a vulture.
Cool.
You can just fly away at that point.
Pick at your eyes.
Oh, where's my mini?
Step where the dwarf did.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you step out onto the first tile, the vulture tile. Oh yeah, so I did give you this guy to indicate you, just so that you didn't have the only like unpainted mini.
And you have a shield
but
as
it's
well.
up to you. You can use either or.
I don't know. I'll learn to use that guy.
Yeah, sorry, I know
All
it's fucking weird getting it changed. You step out onto the vulture, and you feel a definite clink. Nothing seems to happen.
Alright, jump on it.
Don't move.
Wasn't
Please.
planning on. Wasn't planning on.
Good.
But I wasn't planning on moving in the same direction as the dwarf.
Good. I'm gonna cast fly on myself
Mm-hmm.
and fly around the room and investigate it.
Okay, you can make a investigation.
That is a 6, I believe. Let me just double check.
No, it's a shivin.
Yep, that's a 6.
Okay. Yeah, you fly around. You see the same sort of things. You see the Sphinx statues have this definite tube running down their gullet and disappearing into the statue deeper. Nothing seems to jump out at you as being out of the ordinary. All the tiles look the same. There's no sort of markings from above or anything like that.
Now, if I remember correctly, last session I looked into the room through an eye and there was something that was glowing, yeah?
Yes.
On the other side, there was
Yep.
a pendant.
Yeah, so I was going to mark that. So on that far wall, there is a painted depiction of a a jackal-headed figure.
That works.
Around his neck, much like the images that you saw in the wet hallway with Talos. It's a painted image, but hanging around its neck is a real gold medallion. Now, when you peered through the eye, you could see that it was hard to make out from where you were, but now that you fly over to it, you can see that there is a small figure of a vulture head, which is ever so faintly glowing when you peer through the crystal eye.
Where's the next photo?
Now, you've flown over. You stepped out, you've flown over.
What if I just...
So you get over.
Wouldn't the dwarf always be pressing on the...
Just wondering if that works. You get over, and you can see that there is now actually a serpent showing on the thing. It's not glowing like it was previously, but it looks like this gold medallion has a disc inside of it that can rotate and display different symbols.
Okay.
And
then jump.
Yeah, right. So I'll tell you that. Like, I'm pretty sure the pendant is telling you to step on a serpent.
Oh, it changes.
Now I could be wrong.
Yep. Go. Bang.
Clink. Nothing happens.
Does the amulet change?
Is he still... Is that tile still pressed down?
No, so you can see his corpse is basically, there's this bronze shield, a yellow sort of cloth turban.
Well, the shield's in the doorway now because we dragged that out with Mage Hand.
That's right. There's like some leather pouches and stuff. The rest of it is just bones, which don't seem to be heavy enough to weigh down the plate.
You should push it though.
So as Ogumuk steps out onto the next tile, you see this golden disc, clink, rolls over.
What is it?
Is now displaying a door.
Cool. Well, I'll just relay the information. That's not a door.
Did you want to move there?
So I'm probably like flying.
You wait till we get to the new campaign, you do that, and I'm going to say, you're fucking dead.
Oh, it's Scott, not me.
Clink, it rotates around, there's a reed.
Yep.
Clink, rotates around.
Now I hope it's that one.
Scarab.
Take your pick. Which one?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's
Scepter.
the smarter pick.
What the fuck is that?
Down the bottom.
Can you not just step over to the...
And then there is a foot.
Because it might still be trapped if you don't do it the proper way.
And then there is an urn.
Is that an urn?
That's an urn.
Clink.
It looks like an egg in an egg
So-
cup.
It looks like an urn when you look at it this way.
Relaying that information across the room,
Fair
you
enough.
step out onto the urn tile and you hear it clink, and very faintly, or you'd probably hear it from where you are, you hear a and it seems like something has... You see the disc has now sort of rotated back around to the first symbol, and it seems as if everything... It seems as if it's been solved or disarmed.
Okay, so I don't know if we want to test this.
What? Stepping on any of them?
Yeah, can we step on anything now, or does it just mean that we can touch the middle without dying?
Why don't you just fly Scott back?
No.
Well, I'm gonna fly on over and stay up in the air while you open the tomb, I guess.
The ruler of nine gods opens the next
You're gonna get your next god now.
Yes.
But you don't have all the 9 gods.
Once killed.
So a little bit of time
The next
passes,
step.
and you stood where you are here, and you would notice the lid of the sarcophagus sort of creaks, just ever so slightly ajar.
Touch it.
Yeah, I got it open.
Yeah.
Actually, what if it's time based? What if go fly back over the pendant?
No, just open it. We've done the puzzle.
Okay, whatever. I'll open it.
Yeah, you'd have to be, because there's no way for you to get back out the door by doing the exact same pattern.
Not from, start. Maybe if it stayed on urn, you could go backwards. But
What was it? Crow.
Yeah, it was vulture, serpent, door, reed, scarab, scepter,
Door.
serpent urn or foot urn?
Foot urn.
Foot urn.
You're a foot urn.
Um,
Yeah, but then you can't.
I'll just jump.
To a hole that's like
Yeah.
that big.
I open it.
Okay. So
You did.
you get over to it, and you find that this, what appeared to be bronze, is actually solid gold.
Oh my god.
It's not bad.
But you lift the lid, and inside you can see there is the remains of Ijen. There is a couple of bits and pieces in here. There is a horn of some kind of creature.
That Aegon.
IJIN.
I thought I had a Aegon.
No.
Nope.
IGIN.
Nice one.
I can check in the break and see what ones we've been through. This is engines though. So you can see this horn, which catches your attention, as there is a beam of light emanating from the tip of it. As they swirl around, they form into the shape of a small spectral rabbit who hops across the bones and says, "Quick, quick, we must stop Azaract." And it starts leaping towards you, trying to... This thing's spectral, so it can't really climb onto you, but it seems to almost get to you and then sort of float up.
Can I swoop down and grab the horn?
Yeah? Unless he's trying to stop you.
No, I'm talking to the rabbit.
Cool.
I'll ask it, how is this its punishment? This tomb? Or this?
I now have a horn and a tooth.
Is it like a musical horn? Like a brrr? Or a stabby horn?
It doesn't. No,
A
it doesn't look to
drinking
be a. It doesn't look to be manipulated at all. Looks like this is just a like an animal's horn.
If we
It's not.
sharpen it.
Yeah, there's no
hollow
mouthpiece
it
for
out.
blowing. There's no cat for drinking or anything. It's just a solid horn.
Genius, we turned it into a cup.
Yeah, cup.
Um,
Everything can be a cup if you try.
Ijin
hard.
replies, I just couldn't leave the tomb. I was just stuck in the sarcophagus.
Pussy.
Do you know if we can walk out freely now, or?
I don't know. I've only ever seen the inside of that sarcophagus.
Pussy.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Step onto the crow.
Vulture.
Yep. So this one you step onto and you notice it doesn't.
Quick at all.
It doesn't.
That was a
press.
smart play.
Now
Stepping
run.
out onto a vulture so that even if it reset.
Just run.
Yeah, just walk across.
Okay.
Is there anything else in the tomb apart from the rabbit and the
Well,
horn?
so as you head out, does anyone want to check the corpse? You guys pulled the shield back.
Yeah, my
but
plan was
there
to
was still.
take anything else that was involved.
Okay.
Look at anything else in here and then.
Well, so having a
the
look
corpse
through,
way out.
whoever
Got one
looks
on
through it.
Ooh, God, I'm done.
Whoever looks through it, you see, as a part of this guy's yellow turban, there is a peridot gemstone that you think would be probably worth a few coin, sort of inset into it.
I thought it was another eye.
You can see he has a
Eye.
pouch with him, and upon investigating, you find a diamond, quite a large diamond, one that you would think. You sort of, upon finding this, you sort of put two and two together and think this was probably a cleric, and this is probably a diamond required to resurrect somebody.
No,
Soul
actually,
gem.
I checked his body actually.
Yeah, nice one.
So you can
Skilled.
put down a 500 gold piece diamond just for reference.
Jesus.
Can't resurrect people if he's dead.
Can't resurrect somebody if the death curse is in place.
And
And the eyes he
does that
already
like have
found.
a range on it? A crazy range.
The death curse.
Yeah.
Or you would know coming from the Dawn Republic to here, like you.
Like, if it's affecting that,
Yeah, nothing you've ever seen has affected something on this scale.
Surely
It's
it wouldn't
huge.
affect. I wonder if it goes as far as other planes though of existence.
probably not. Because
Surely not.
they'll just summon shit to this plane and
True.
fuck
Yeah.
Azaract up.
Unless it's like not all of them, but maybe like another one.
So,
But
And there was nothing else of note in the sarcophagus, right? Just the
um,
horn.
no, there was nothing else in the sarcophagus itself.
surely there's people stronger than us trying to.
So who took the horn?
Me.
Okay. I will tell you what that is in a minute. So,
How long does fly last?
10 minutes.
Well, I can fly around for a while then.
I believe it's 10 minutes. Pretty sure it's.
Well,
So,
flight, yeah.
what would you like to do from here?
Map boy.
I want to find the rest of the eyes.
No. Is that optional or is that
Yeah, 10 minutes.
Optional quest
Is
or
that-
is it a main quest?
Exactly, bro. Is it an optional quest or is it a main quest?
I feel like whatever's behind that door is super juicy though.
Ooh.
I reckon there's something. Oh, well, you've got fly. You should fly down to the bottom of where the wood floating thingies are.
Yaka already did and said that.
You trust Yaka.
No.
Yeah,
That's-
exactly.
Well, I fly down.
Yeah, you fly down. You find there's nothing down there. It seems to be the bottom of this area seems to be made out of like a darker stone to make it appear as if it's almost a bottomless pit. But there's nothing down there.
We should walk around everywhere with
There's
the
a
eyes.
pyramid of gold, but I can't carry it. I'm not strong enough.
Pyramid of gold.
Roll deception.
Who would know that? Dexter would probably know that. Dexter, before you guys leave that tomb, Dexter's like, you know, if we could get that sarcophagus out of here, that'd be worth thousands of gold.
Could you imagine how heavy that would be?
It's not actually that big. I should say, like, it's only, you know, like, it's quite small. It looks
Yeah,
like you could probably
still looks like
carry
a
it.
20 feet.
I rolled a deception for my shitty lie. I rolled a 4 plus 7.
Yeah.
Plus
Go
7
pyramid.
deception though.
You do realise how heavy gold is though, right?
Yeah.
It's like
Hey Daxter, can you make pocket dimensions
like a
that we
brick
can
of
store
gold.
stuff
It's
in?
like 20
No.
kilos.
Damn. You want to figure out how to do that and then we can come back and take all the tombs?
Oh god, no, not really. I'm not coming back here. I'm never coming back here. If we manage to finally get out of here, I'm not coming back.
Okay, you want to somehow figure it out before we leave.
Sure.
Nice. Sounds like a plan.
There is stuff in this tome that I just cannot understand at this point. So
Scroll.
maybe eventually, when you know, I'll be able to understand stuff.
Sounds like a great idea.
So,
Just trying to use my brain and then I.
Where do we go, Matt?
There was
One
a-
of those headaches with pictures.
Have we
What's
got
that
all
over
the,
again?
have we got all of the
Fish roll.
gods yet?
Huh?
Have we
So-
got all the gods yet?
No, there's one more.
the horn that you have in your possession,
Mm-hmm.
Dexter sort of pesters you for a little while, saying, "Can I look at that?"
You better give it back. I want to sharpen it and turn it into a blade.
A
He's
blade.
like, "Yeah, I don't think you want to do that." And he takes it for a minute and he spends a little bit of time sort of concentrating on it. And after about 10 minutes, he gives it back to you, or he comes back to you and he says, "This is an amazing artifact. I would not be turning this into a stabby." Because do you know what this is?
What about a horn on a one-horned helmet?
Horn of Asarai?
He's like, "I'm keeping it." Okay, fine. Never mind. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
No, what's it do though, Daxter?
What's it
Tell me.
do?
He's like, "I've only ever heard of
At
these.
least tell me what it does.
This is a wand of wonder."
Oh!
What does that do?
Well,
Yeah,
you know
they're
how
something
sometimes when I
wonderful.
cast magic, random stuff happens?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. But generally it's good.
Do it.
Or
Not
it only has so many charges, and I don't know how many it has left. But actually, no, I do know how many it has left, because that's how the spell works.
Right.
It's only got 7 charges.
And,
then
that's not like
replenishable
per
either.
day. That's
No.
like.
This is total. Once they're expelled, it's useless.
Then you can turn it into a sharp stabby.
Yeah. Can I turn it into a sharp stabby after you've used it?
Sure, I guess.
Yes.
Okay.
Or the last charge.
Well, I want to make a dagger out of the giant gorilla tooth.
Make a helmet.
Who
Real
should-
tooth and then the
I
horn.
don't think a tooth.
Who should carry this then? Who wants it? Because this is pretty
No,
cool.
let's not give it to the orc. He'll try to eat it.
Let's give it to the paladin.
No.
Nah. Because it's probably going to be like area effects, like range magic.
Dukester.
Let's give it to me.
So,
I don't.
either one of us three.
I'm already not very offensively
Yeah, true then.
capable.
What was
Christ.
it?
I don't know. I just saw something cool.
Okay. What do you guys want to do?
Remember that lever where the
Mhm.
statue was standing just before the those
The one that I-
platforms?
Did we? Did we pull it?
We never pulled it.
What if it just like makes a bridge?
Well, I can still fly at this point, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna fly over.
No.
It would have taken Dax the 10
Yeah,
minutes.
Dax
Yeah.
to cast 10 minutes for
Fair enough.
identify. Sorry.
All good. I mean, I can jump over there and flip.
No, it's at the
it's on this
start.
side now,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah. It's always been on the
Yeah.
start side.
Well, I forgot that we were on this side.
Yeah. Well, we're probably all friends together.
Yeah. Yeah, I should have pulled up the other map.
Let's flip the
'Cause
lever.
you guys have like fully explored it.
Oh, we have. Yeah, I couldn't
Yep.
find.
So yeah, with you guys exploring that room, you're with your map taking ability of your character, maybe not necessarily as a player,
Is that correct?
but you would be
To
pretty
some extent.
confident that you've explored this entire
No,
level.
roll a survival check. See how accurate your map is compared to the one you've drawn.
This is exactly the same.
Fuck off.
Fuck off.
So it's the same as what you've drawn.
He thinks it's right. I could pull it up, but it would mean moving all that.
I will. I'm curious.
What?
See how accurate I am.
No, it's not under there.
Oh.
That's the next level.
Oh, can you put it under?
Wait, so if we've explored everything, how did we go down?
Well, you know there's
The
the,
middle
stairwells.
staircase.
You know there's the center stairwell that is like the main thoroughfare down.
then
There's
there's
also
that
that
secret
spiral staircase that you guys found
And
as well.
it was like covered in skulls
You
and
can
shit.
kind of see
Yes,
it.
it was
if you look
pretty
hard enough.
daunting. Yeah, you can move that now if you want.
Oh, the middle!
But
Hey, what's that skull?
I can't remember where that's meant to be. Something's moved here.
That level 5?
No, it says 5C.
Level 4.
It says 5 feet. Go give us $5.
So, that is sort of like the area that you're aware of going. Actually, no, because you guys continued down into one of these rooms, didn't you?
It was the throne room that we went to.
Yeah. So
That
you
there,
guys
we went
have
there.
you guys have seen that previously. That's the room that you went into last time.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
We
Right,
got set
so
on the chair.
Do we want to head down then?
Was it called the Throne of Karagos?
Do you want to just adjust that camera a little bit when you can?
Looks so bright.
You're looking at that.
Yeah, the non-live one.
Sorry. There you go.
Ooh, that looks pretty.
That'll be fun.
I like the contrast of the light from the webcam and the display of
That's
the
good.
monitor.
It's really good.
Johnny done good.
Okay. What do you want to do then? Do you want to head back? You're heading back to the room with the platforms? Is that what you're doing? Sorry?
Yeah, we want to flip
Yes.
that lever, right?
This is a trap.
Yeah. But we're on.
I'm standing
Flip.
away.
Wait, is it down or up? Which way
It
was
was
Up at the moment.
So we're
Yeah.
flipping it down.
Okay. Where's everybody else while this is
Yeah,
happening?
I'm back.
by the way? Or did he
Already
just
said
like
I was back
run?
before he said it.
Okay, so you guys are like on that like balustraded
Yeah.
balcony.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, that was already on the balustrade there, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, but I think they're more like in the hallway and I'm on the balcony, right?
I think we're all on the building. Unless it's like one of those Crash Bandicoot slides that goes... Boop.
You guys are all stood on the balcony, I'm assuming. Is
Well,
that
he
what's
said he
happening?
wanted to be back, so I assume you're in the
I'll stay
hallway.
there. I'll stay there. Whatever.
Can't
So-
die from falling damage.
Regardless of where you are necessarily, it was more for who sees this. But
Okay.
whoever is stood on the balcony sees that this room suddenly, where you are, it's not too bad, but suddenly this entire room is filled with howling winds that seem to come from every direction, but from seemingly nowhere. The platforms begin to rock and shift like ships in a storm.
Can I pull the lever back up?
Yes.
Does it stop the winds?
Yes.
What is the point of...
Because if it's switched on and we've come from the other side from the trap, we can't get across. We should have got the golem with it.
How would we have come from... Well,
Because you know that...
thank you. Oh, if we made it through that shitty spiral trap.
Yeah. And if the trap was turned on from the other side, and there is a chance it might turn back on somehow once we get through the gem door.
I'm scared of that door.
I'm really curious to know if the rest of the eyes are meant to be on this level, or
You've got quite a few now.
we got.
So there was 10 in the door.
No, we got 10. Yeah, okay, cool.
I think you've got 7.
I reckon I got 7.
Look, if I was smart, I would have wrote down how many I had. If I remember correctly, I have 4 or 5, and someone else has 2.
I'm pretty sure you have 7 of them.
Yeah.
It's either 7 or 6.
You know what we should do? Scale the whole level with everybody with eyes so we can find shit.
I don't have any eyes.
Take an eye. I just open a bag with eyes in it. Yeah.
I'll take 2.
Here you go, take an eye.
Yeah.
Sure. They're actually just human eyes.
I'll replace them with my eyes.
Yep.
Right,
So-
I'm just gonna walk around looking through the eyes on level 3, I guess.
Yep.
Okay, so you're all just going to like meander about.
Sure
Is
am.
that what's happening?
Can I look at a map?
The very well done one.
Yeah.
Wait,
I don't hear sincerity. If I was drawing a map, nobody'd have any fucking idea what was going on.
Johnny would.
Well, yeah.
I kind of want to find somewhere that is like tall enough that I would know if I took fall damage, but not so tall that I would.
Fly
Take a
up
lot of
for 10
damage.
minutes.
You wrote some names for gods, but not others.
Others are in the actual legend.
Oh.
Like a Yaku's legend.
Yeah, where we found him.
Why do you do this to me?
Do what?
You guys.
Us looking for shit.
Cuba's on. Who's got Cuba's on?
Which one's that?
Is it if
Uh,
it
No,
turns you
Dexter's got Moa.
Yeah,
He
Dexter's
goes
got Moa.
invisible.
Dexter goes invisible.
I
guess I've got Kubazan then.
No, I think Kubazan was the braces.
Does anyone have the braces?
Yeah,
Tim's
I'm wearing them.
wearing them, but he
Do
hasn't.
you,
Oh,
I haven't let him inhabit me
Lame.
because I.
Lame.
You should let him inhabit you.
yeah.
No, the reason I don't is because we're lucky that Ijin is a spectre. But if there have been gods that don't have physical or what's the word to describe a spectre?
Ethereal.
Ethereal.
But there's only one more, and 2 of you don't have gods yet.
Who doesn't have one?
The paladin.
Oh, okay.
I don't think he wanted one though. He was very
'Cause-
concerned.
Oh, Shagambi was a spirit, that's why I don't have anything of it. It was just a spirit.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why.
Papazoto.
And I have an amulet for mine. No, let him in. If it's... What'd you say? Gauntlets or what? Braces?
Braces, like archery braces.
Dude, that's totally going to make you better at, like, Dex +2 or something
Well,
stupid.
by wearing them, I've already got +2 damage on ranged attacks.
Damn, imagine what the god will give you then.
Yeah, but if we get to this last god and he doesn't have
Be.
any sort of form we could take with us and has to inhabit somebody,
Ooh.
and you can imagine how an attack will be in that situation if we're just like, come on, do it. He'd be like, no, my love to
He wanted one of them. He wanted Moa. That's why he wasn't accepting any others, and then Dexter took Moa.
What's the point of a paladin going invisible though?
No clue.
Gets like a surprise attack and then he's in melee range and doesn't really do anything. Can you get... What happens with surprise attacks with spells?
What do you mean?
You can't crit with spells, but
Oh
surprise
shit!
attack.
I remember.
Remember what?
Okay, I'm gonna retcon. Let's roll back to when you guys were on the balcony and you pulled the lever.
Oh, fuck.
Now, remember there was a large statue here
Yes.
that was immensely heavy with clenched fists.
Yes.
You pull the lever, the winds begin to wail,
He's
you
gonna
hear-
throw him.
and a hand opens. Inside it is the rest of the eyes, the crystal eyes.
Oh! Well, that's a good retcon, not a bad retcon.
Yeah.
Mage hand. Grab
I was trying to work out where the rest of them were. That's because I fucking missed them. That's why.
Okay,
So you guys had 8. There was 2 missing.
Right, okay.
saves us going around wandering.
So
gonna-
you literally by accident found them. And
I'm
I
going to
nearly-
cast Mage Hand and get the
I
Mage
nearly
Hand to
cucked
grab
him.
them, because I don't want to put my hand in his hand.
Yep. Okay. Sure.
You don't want to hold hands with the statue?
You can.
You've got Ijin on you twice, though.
It closes. That's fine. Yeah. You can grab it
I
out.
thought we already had Ijin.
Cool. You guys want to go put some eyes in a door? Where was
Fuck
that?
yeah.
Where was that door?
I should. I don't know why I didn't print that map out.
What, man?
The room that you're going to, just so I could show it. But
Was it that door with the circle thing there?
Yeah, that's the gem door.
So we just need to jump across the platforms. And then we're basically there.
Or we could go all the way around the trap, drop down the hole.
Or we could just go
Yeah.
across the pull the lever
that's
again.
only
Turn the
lever,
lever.
yeah.
I was going to say, since you retcon past it, make sure you have to
Oh,
pull
that
the
means the
lever.
rope's gone now, though, probably.
The rope was
No,
tied.
rope's still there. It's not like it was enough to snap rope. It was enough to be, you know, it was strong winds, but it wasn't anything.
Right. I really want to test my falling ability on something that wouldn't kill me if I fuck up.
Give me the god and I'll test it there for you.
But then we won't know if it kills you, because if it was exactly on 1 or way past 1, we'll never know.
I'm just going to start jumping across the platforms. Hoping for the best, not using the rope.
So
That's so rude.
this is.
Pull what lever?
I know. I'm aware. I'm aware the stream can't see this, but for your guys' reference, this is the level
Where's
that
your
you're
map
on.
positive? Let's compare.
Ooh, shit.
You're garbage.
You drew the platforms wrong. I thought they were rectangles and not circles as well.
I thought they were rectangles. Is that a crack? I tell you what.
I'll tell you what.
Oh, that's where the staircase is. Okay, the only part I've drawn, like in the incorrect location, is the stairs. The fuck? Wait, are the stairs on the other side of the...
It's a little. Oh, that you're looking at like the trap room. Don't try
Where?
and comprehend that. It's a fucking disaster.
Can you put the
that
mouse
area.
over it where the trap room's meant to be?
This?
Oh, that's the...
Or
Is that not the staircase?
that area there is the no. This area here is like the Grindertron 5 million.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then that's the...
That's the room with the golem standing there at the lever.
No, it's
And
not. That's
the
underneath.
stairs. No, look, I know. Trust me, I fucking know. It's fine. Anyway,
It's
let's
got the platform and the hole down the bottom.
look. I'm gonna fucking stab you in the neck in a minute.
Okay.
Let's move on.
Well, alright, cool. So,
What do those skulls mean?
it means that's where you die.
In all honesty, it's not what you think.
Oh, I even got the spinny part right.
I'd like to point out though, this is the player's version of the map, right?
What's the...
Yeah, it still just shows you everything. Like, because they've taken the S, which indicates like a secret door, like, you know, here. Like, oh yeah, no, there's no door there. No. There's definitely nothing hidden behind the wall over here.
Lol.
So, yeah, they need to do a better player version. But anyway.
Can you go from Yaka's room to somewhere?
Look, what do you want to do now?
I'm gonna go put the eyes in the door.
Keep questioning.
Well, I'm gonna jump across
That's
the
where
platforms
Yaka has
first.
dialogue.
Yeah. Okay, what are you doing? You're heading back across the
Yeah.
platforms?
Yep.
Okay. Make a, what are you using the rope
I'm
or
not.
you running across?
Yeah.
Okay, it'll be acrobatics
Ooh.
or athletics.
Ooh. That is a big old
Okay.
6.
Okay. Once again, you like get this big run up, knowing what you did wrong last time and preparing yourself for it. And again, you hit the balustrade this time, but you leap out and your second foot sort of catches on your first as you go for the jump and you fall. Make a dexterity save as you try and grab on.
That is an 8.
You well and truly fall. And
So
you
now-
fall
No,
fall for quite a while. It's like 60, 70 feet down to the bottom
Am
of
I
this pit.
falling slower than a normal
No.
fall?
You are falling at full pace. You hit the ground and feel completely fine.
Ah, that's cool.
You you definitely stumble to the ground and sort of superhero 3-point landing, but you don't feel any pain or any damage. Or
Yeah,
I
legs are
didn't
broken
think
now.
this through. I've already used
His legs are
fly.
broken. He just doesn't feel it.
Dax is like, yeah, good plan. Like, well, do we want to rope him out or should I just levitate him?
Shit.
Yeah, we'll rope him out. We'll save yourself a spell slot.
I'm already climbing across, I don't care.
Okay, you're climbing, that's fine.
I'll climb.
Everybody has rope, so I'm assuming we find some rope, we lower it down, and you begin to climb up with the help of somebody pulling
Why
it
don't
up.
we just...
Cut the rope.
Dexter climbs across first and then pulls you up so he doesn't have to wait for you to climb across. You make your way across the large hallway with platforms and around to the large circular mirror door with the eyes inset around it.
So there's a corner.
So again, this mirror, which is about 10 foot diameter, is immensely clean, almost magically clean, a perfect reflection
Where's
as
that
you
on
all
this?
round the corner down here.
Bottom left.
That's where your map went slightly wrong.
Oh,
You didn't curve the hallway.
And you make your way to the
Nothing.
door, and all stood in this hallway, you can see there is this immaculate reflection of yourselves. What would you like to do?
Start putting some eyes in.
Okay, who's putting them in? Who's at the front?
Yeah, I'll give mine back to you. The ones you gave me.
Sure. I'll put in all but one.
Aye, go.
Okay, so you begin putting them in. You put one in. It seems to very satisfyingly click into position, almost as if it's just perfectly machined to take these crystal eyes. You put them in, and all of you notice, as he's putting them in, the reflection in the mirror is changing slightly. For every eye that you put in, you can see your reflection and the image of yourself becomes more and more sickly and deteriorated. You put in 2 and you start to look older, maybe twice your age. You put in a 3rd and you can see the skin is now beginning to droop from your face. You put in the 4th and blood begins running from the corner of your eyes. And this goes on the more you put in.
Happens when we're at 9.
So yeah, if you keep putting them in, your clothes begin to rot away
Spooky,
from your bodies.
Skeletons.
You can see the lighting from the sconces behind you begins to flicker and dim, and you're now stood in this essentially an abyss of blackness around you, with this slight bit of light emanating from the mirror itself, where you can see this ghastly, almost skeletal figure of yourself stood there. The gear that you're carrying deteriorating and rotting away.
Can I touch myself to make sure it's not me?
Yeah, you're you physically is fine, but this reflection.
I want to touch the mirror.
Yeah, you can see you reach out, and this sort of almost undead, ghastly hand reaches out and touches the reflection. It's cold to the touch, but there's nothing out of the ordinary.
Oh, be cool if it grabbed you.
Alright, do we want to set up some sort of defensive line before
It's
putting
not
out the 10th eye?
Nah, fuck it.
What if we try and range them?
What if this is Azrael?
Make
We're just
ourselves-
like... Da-da-da-da-da.
But there's like another level below us.
What if we rearrange them and it makes us look healthier?
I don't think that's the point.
I'm down to cast a heart and then...
Because we looked
You
immaculate.
would see these crystal eyes are all slightly different, and they seem to only fit in a particular position.
And we started immaculate and it's just going downhill.
Oh,
Yeah, just click it. What's the worst could happen?
we are.
We fight a horde of undead.
What if we just like get
At the
into a
moment, we
never
are a horde of undead.
never-ending battle?
It'd be fun
That means the campaign's over.
for a while.
We can't die. They can't die.
Well, I don't have any sort of defensive spells apart from the heart.
I've got defense against the dark arts.
I have defense for myself, so good luck.
Yeah, you and your shield.
I only go stand at the back. Bye. He like pushes past Ogamuk. Yak is like, yeah, me too.
He tries to push past.
I'm assuming you're at the front. I don't know.
Alright, let's...
Ranger's meant to be at the back.
Do you want me to put in the last one?
Yes!
You're like,
Okay, so
Wait,
Ogamuk,
before we go in...
Bardic inspiration.
No, I'm trying to decide if I should turn
I'll
into
have
a
my
skeletal
iPad as
angel
well,
or not.
please. Or tablet device, I should say.
Let me just see how long this... Actually, what am I
That's
doing? I have
spooky.
D&D Beyond now. I can look here.
B Dion. That's a dice, Scott.
Quick.
Ugh.
He's already done it.
If only I had a stand that could hold this.
If only somebody had made something like that.
Last
Look.
1 minute. Rip.
That's next week's objective.
Hmm?
This week was
I
audio.
was going to use my necrotic shroud, but it
So
only
we're gonna-
last 1 minute.
We're going in, boys.
Oh.
And I'll attack.
Yeah?
Click.
Okay, so you click it in. the last eye clicks into position.
Do we die in the mirror?
This large stone door. So you would notice actually you click in the last mirror and the skeletal figures that were reflecting you almost crumble to ash and fall to the ground in front of you. As the ashes come to a rest, the large door in front of you slowly begins to lift and grind up into the ceiling. And the room in front of you can now see.
I'm scared.
If I find my mouse.
It's a big old circle.
I'm scared.
Yeah, is a large room. Now this appears to be a completely spherical room. It seems to be domed above you and domed beneath you.
What the fuck?
You can see around the room alcoves are set into the walls at the same level you are. And you can see there is an immense amount of gold and treasure and items scattered around this room.
It is 100% a trap.
In each of the alcoves there is various items. There are swords, there are shields, there is immaculate looking tapestries. There is many things that you can see. Piles of gold sort of tumble out of the alcoves and slide down the wall.
So now we need to steal this room,
The whole room.
the whole room.
Dimension door the room.
What's in the middle?
So
Zombie horde.
That's alright.
so you can see in the middle,
Yeah, he's undead.
Beating his mate.
floating or seemingly floating in the middle of the room is a large black fabric. Looks like silk or something high quality or similar, and it seems to be almost floating in the middle of the room. You spend a little bit of time and you notice that the floor isn't actually spherical. It is just immensely polished to the point that it is reflecting the domed ceiling, and it looks like this is a spherical room.
So what's the radius of the room?
That many squares.
Yeah, about 40 feet across.
Oh, shit. So what, it's 20 feet in the air?
Yes. Yeah.
25 radius, I think.
You guys have a think about what you want to do. I'm going to pull this up
22.5 radius.
on other computer so we can see it.
Well, this is 100% a trap, so I reckon we should
That's
cast
not.
a hut now.
No, it's not.
This is 100% a trap.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Look, I'm not convinced.
It's not.
Let's go.
We're done.
Look, I'm the dumb one, and this is a trap.
No. No trap. It's a treasure room. Why would you put a trap in a treasure room?
Dumb.
Why would you put a trap in the treasure
You
room?
put it outside the treasure room so you don't destroy the treasure. Exactly.
Oh god, what is that fucking movie where that...
Home Alone.
Was it like Treasure Island or something?
Put me right there.
Is that about the right scale?
Let's chuck a mini boy on there. Yep.
A little bit bigger.
A little bit bigger.
That's what she said.
That's
Yeah.
perfect. Sure.
I really need a better way to control that from over here. Eventually, I will work it out.
Or an
So,
Asian.
imagine this hallway is a bit bigger. I've made it bigger just to make it more convenient. So say that hallway is like 10 foot wide sort of thing. I forgot to turn that around as well, so now I can't see what I'm doing.
It's
Feels
probably
bad.
good.
I need all of the wireless stuff.
All of it.
Everything.
Somebody's playing No Man's. Are they cool or are they shit?
Are we gonna set up a
Safety.
hut?
Mortar.
Oops, I banged it.
Bang.
Bamboozled.
Okay.
The stream's gonna be on the stream.
Sorry.
Stream.
Wait
Stream
for it.
section.
Sorry, that's a little bit janky, but eventually. Yeah, there you go. Nice. Perfect. So,
And then, wait, if you look further into that stream, then there's a
No,
screen.
because it was the stream, not the live one.
do you want to just orientate that camera a
That'd be trippy.
little
Yeah.
better so that it's maybe put it on the other
Streamers
side?
do that all the time. Like over here.
Yeah.
What are these?
Over here.
What are these?
Pass it in.
What's
Pass it in.
this?
Pass it in. Pass it in.
Please. Thanks. No worries.
So it's now there's a reflection of the fucking light.
No, I had it right.
Oh my god, I hate life. Okay, put it back where you had it. I'm done. I'm done. I've had enough. Okay, what would you all like to do?
I want to
Sorry,
cast a
I'm
heart.
getting frustrated with the jankiness. Oh my god, look at it. Look at this high quality production.
Jeez.
Good grief.
That's why you need like a
Okay, that's fine.
table to like swivel, like slide around.
No.
Yeah. When we
fucking- I
look,
would sit
when
there,
we there's probably I think like
Just give it wheels.
4 or 5 weeks until I have to go into a new place. So then we'll have a nice new impressive setup where I'll make a new table and everything else. It'll be
Hey, wouldn't it be convenient
Great.
if the new campaign started as the first episode?
That's
of the
probably
new
what's
house?
going to happen, judging by the timelines. But anyway, let's continue with this right now.
Well,
So, what does everyone want to do?
I want to put down a hut. You guys down with waiting?
And put your minis where you actually are before I blow my load.
Actually, technically, you're there because you opened the door.
We were going in.
I don't know. Are you? Do you want to go in?
At the back of the lawn.
Baxter said he was at the back, actually.
Bang him in.
I'm at the second back of the lawn.
Good enough. Alright, so you stood into the room. Did anything happen? Did he die
He
straight
said
away?
he said it was 10 feet for convenience. So
Yeah.
No, you step into this room, and it's almost like walking on a mirror in here. This floor, whatever it's made of, it seems to be some sort of stone, but it's immaculate. It's polished to the point that it's pretty much like a mirror.
dirty shit on
And then slide across it.
it. Is it like slippery?
No, it seems sturdy on foot, underfoot. even.
Alright, you guys want to wait 10 minutes before touching any of the treasure.
Not really.
What's the purple shit?
Alright, you want to wait 1 minute before touching any of the treasure.
Scott.
Not really.
You can do 1 minute, right?
God damn it, Ogamak. We've been here for how long?
10,
10 minutes.
9.
That's not how
9 minutes.
Alright, so I'm going to cast the tiny hut not as a ritual.
Okay.
Cast as a ritual, okay.
Right, whatever. If he's going to give me time, then I'll do it as a ritual.
If I'm out, I'm out. Whatever.
You're like,
Okay. So
oh,
where
you're
are
all
you
in there
casting?
somewhere. In the doorway, preferably.
What happens if you're like on the edge of a tiny hut?
So that it's like
Get cut in half.
it's annoying that the hut is like dimensions. That means that if you're in a square,
Yeah. Just give or take.
We'll all start in it.
let me just stand like perfectly on the line, just so the stuff lines up better.
Yeah, sure.
So it's there, there.
Just draw on the TV.
I think you can do that.
We need a big one of those
Yeah,
to go.
So it's there,
Mhm.
to there, I believe.
Like that kind of
And
thing.
then
Yeah.
technically back there as
Like
well.
what?
But
Okay.
So that's 30.
Is that a hut area?
no, it's,
30.
You're the worst.
that's 30, and that's
Not 30.
Okay.
Is it like a destructo disc?
So you take the time to cast Lehman's tiny hut. This hut of impenetrable force
I love
springs
it.
up.
It's so impenetrable, yet you've got all these ways to get through it.
So with this now blocking the doorway,
I should agree.
what would you like to do?
Cool. What's that?
Okay, so as you make your way across, you begin walking towards one of the piles.
I didn't glance at his book accidentally.
Who? Yeah. So a part of making this new table is I'm going to make a big old fucking DM screen so that I can have more stuff here without you guys seeing it. Because
Did you say something bad?
Maybe.
so
I don't know which one it is. Hopefully it's.
make a
I also don't know which
perception.
one's worse. Oh god.
4. 7.
Okay.
7.
Okay, cool. You make your way over,
Shit. Fuck, it's definitely the one on the left. That makes sense.
and
Fuck.
you can see scattered across here
Oh.
Oh, that's fine. My character doesn't know shit.
In this alcove,
That's the worst part. It's going against,
you can see there's some small.
Shit, I have invisibility.
They seem to be made out of clay, but small figurines. One of a bat, one of a monkey, one of a parrot. But there's a few of these scattered in there, along with what you would guess to be maybe upwards of 1,000 pieces of gold and platinum and silver, all scattered about. What's everybody else doing whilst Ogre is doing this?
I'll step inside.
Yep. So you all sort of...
I'm sitting down cross-legged in
Make
the
your way
doorway,
in.
I guess.
you can make a perception as well, being sat watching then.
Please.
5.
Yep.
Wait. Advantage on wisdom checks. Does that include perception?
It's perception of wisdom tech.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Sure.
Okay, that's an 18 then.
Not sure if that is or not. I think it is.
Yeah, it is. Perception, wisdom.
So, okay, you would notice then, sat in the middle of the room, having perhaps a bad feeling about this, keeping an eye out. As Ogre makes his way over, you swear you see a large shimmering, as if something is invisible in this room.
Oh, is it another one of those salons?
Daxter. Daxter.
Mm.
Can you, like, see invisible people?
Disappears.
Yeah, because it was up.
Not technically the answer.
No. Why?
I think there's something invisible in here.
He starts flicking through his tome. He's like, I could try and dispel it, but it's kind of a waste of a slot if
You know what you could do?
if there's not actually anything.
Who's got the jar?
Daxter.
Just spray water everywhere, and if it'll hit something solid,
This room's like 60 foot across.
you better start spraying.
He's like,
You may as well give it a go. You
Where-
might hit it first try.
he's like, water, and starts flicking it. Oh my god. I just rolled a nat 20. He flicks out this jug of water and it just gets the perfect, you know when you get that perfect rotation
yeah.
and it just ever so smoothly glides out of this urn and flies across the room. And you can see this water, this clean line of water flying across the room, and about halfway through it hits something that wasn't there before. Seems to be maybe 8 foot across. And it splatters down onto the ground.
You know, if you said oil, right, would be a
Covered in
better.
oil. Yeah. Do it again with oil.
At that point,
Pissed.
Nah, can I?
Heat
well,
water.
yeah,
Fairy fire.
Yeah. Exactly. Can I target it so that it doesn't hit? Well, you guys would have to sort of.
Target the area where you
Yeah, but I don't know where you guys are, and I don't want to target you guys.
where we are there.
Where was the water?
What if that's
approximately?
this
Where did it
invisible
stop?
shit?
Where did the?
The invisible monster's been walking around shooting everywhere.
Exactly.
Makes sense.
It scares me that you're looking for one of the big ones.
I don't really have the appropriate model, but
And the base has got to be 10 feet, maybe? Maybe not.
so what are you doing? Because
Is that a fucking
as
ring?
you cannot be surprised.
Yeah, I want to fairy fire, but
Wait, is that you? Yeah. Yep.
yeah,
Oh
I want.
shit, yeah. What the...
That's full damage.
That's why I misread it,
Wisdom.
because it's like, oh, you have this, and you can't take full damage.
So I want to cast fairy fire so
One
that it
extra
blows.
attack's pretty good.
Okay.
So you should stop complaining.
So, Xanath stands up and casts fairy fire. You see, is it purple, pink?
That doesn't work. I'm in the
whatever else.
cube. I try and it's like, oh shit, that doesn't do anything because I'm in the dome.
Well, I'm assuming you would know this and put your hand through, or can you
As
do
far
that?
as I'm aware, I can't leave, so I don't know if I could cast through it or not. Because if I leave, it goes
No,
away.
you're not leaving. Technically, I don't really.
For the sake of this, we'll say you can put your hand through and
Okay.
cast. This
His wisdom.
purpley pink magic flutters out and begins to encase this area. And you can see slowly taking form in the center of the room is what seems to be a beholder.
Oh, fuck.
And with this, I need everyone to roll initiative. Preemptively.
Wouldn't it have? This is the thing to fuck Tony up.
Yeah.
The spell
Because it's
magic.
got the spell magic.
Wouldn't it already have anti magic on us? Is it a...
We don't even know that there's not a hut around us. We're like, ooh.
So
there's not
actually,
a
no.
hut.
Hold off on rolling initiative, and we'll see where this goes. I can see where this.
What
is
if
gonna
it's a
go,
good
but
beholder?
Is it actually going to try and talk to us?
For hundreds of years, I've been down here, and finally, somebody has awoken me.
You're welcome.
The
Those
first
10
thing
eyes.
you do
Crystal eyes.
is attempt to take from my treasure.
I told them not to. I said it was a trap.
Who are you?
We're
Why
here,
are you here?
we're here to save the world,
And get treasure.
but mainly saving the world.
Silence. You.
Okay.
What are you doing, greedy one?
What does it look like I'm doing?
Fuck no.
You think that you can come into my vault?
Dexter, can you cast silence on him?
Is it your vault or is it your tomb? A vault, right?
Well, he's not dead, eh?
This is my collection of
In before
things.
disintegration.
This is my collection of treasures that I hold most dearly. And you think you can take them from me?
I'm so tempted just to step on Nikolai.
So he doesn't want to leave.
Well, if he's evil, I show no mercy and I'm gonna kill him. That's my
You
flaw.
don't know he's evil.
Is it beholder?
What does Shigami tell me? Is he evil?
Yeah, so Shigami would say at this point, this is a creature that Asarak summoned to help protect this tomb. He pays it to keep it here. I believe he insisted that he used some magic to make it invisible.
Despite all my rage, we're rolling.
I'm still an ant in a cage. Okay, what do you want to do?
I'm going in a rage.
Just instantly, just turns around, bloodshot eyes, just...
Shigami whispers in my ear.
Killer's got finger of death.
He does
Most
not
likely.
speak for all of us.
We will offer you double what Asher's.
It's my flaw. I have to. If Shigami's telling me it's evil, I have to kill it.
You're not going to have any flaws soon.
Okay, bye. I wish I could walk away. Don't
Okay.
go away.
So, you're going into rage.
Is he bigger than the door?
No, because the door was 10 and you said he was 8.
Yeah, the door's like 10
Damn it.
foot round.
He gonna come for
Yeah.
us
Damn
if
it.
we run.
It's
Oh,
almost
really?
like it's a 10-foot round door with eyes all around it.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Really should have picked up
That's
on
that's
that.
why as soon as I saw the picture, I was like, oh fuck, it's that one.
Okay. Well,
Also,
'cause
I'm
it's-
pretty sure I called as soon as we went into the tomb. We better not face a beholder.
what are you planning to do?
Just full on charge at him.
Okay.
Fuck you now.
Okay, everyone needs to roll initiative then.
Wait, what was the floating black velvet then? If he was invisible.
It's just like it looks like a large piece of silk or some fine fabric laid across the floor, like
Oh,
almost
across
like
the
a mat.
floor. I
Yeah,
thought it was
yeah.
floating. Sorry.
No, sorry.
Right.
It looked like it was floating because
You're
of the
all fucking
reflective
one.
floor.
Fuck yeah, let's go.
Thank God I've already got
Okay.
that rage.
Thank God I'm not attacking him.
I forgot to clean this board last week, so never mind. It comes off really easily.
I was like, oh wait,
And then do nothing.
Who's rolling for Eln attack?
sure.
Oh no.
6.
Okay, so
Fuck's sake.
15 to 20.
Yeah, 20.
You didn't really.
10 to 15. Unless you've got over 20.
21.
Well,
You said 15, 20?
yeah, because you guys never fucking roll over 20.
I just did.
There's a point.
What have you got?
A 1.
Okay, what has
What's your
Eln
dex
attack
modifier?
got?
A 6.
Do you have 0 dex modifier?
Nah, well, 2.
Wait, so it turns out I didn't know. Jack of Trade gets added to your initiative as well.
What's Jack of Trade?
Add half your proficiency to stats that you're not proficient with.
What? How can you be proficient? in
Yeah, that's
initiative?
why I didn't think it did, but according to D&D Beyond, it does.
Good job, dude.
Wait, what is Jack of all trades? Is it
It's a bard feature thing.
that cool? Yeah.
Alright. So, Scott, as you are
Scream.
initiating this, I'll say you have a surprise round, so you can do what you would like to do. Because despite all your rage, you are still
Oh,
just
fuck, we're in a dome.
Same.
Oh, that's all.
I'm in a smaller dome though.
How?
Is that another one?
That's a 1.
You are so shit. That's what happens when you pick a fight with a beholder.
Scamby picked the fight, not me.
No, you did.
Yeah.
2 ones this time. 11.
To hit.
Fucking idiot.
20.
Okay,
That's 9.
that hits.
A load of shit.
No, it's not.
Do you get 4 attacks?
Yeah.
Fuck me. I was just thinking Rage and then Shigambi and 2 normal ones. I was like,
Is Shigambi an extra attack or an extra...
attack, yeah.
One extra
Ah,
attack
so
or taking the
it's
attack
nice.
action? No, can you imagine a samurai or a fighter with... You get like 4 attack actions. 4
Don't tell me you're on another 1.
You're so shit.
Can something happen to him if he's rolled 3 1s? Like, fuck me.
It's that one.
1 second.
Have you rolled 3 natural ones?
No, 2.
Well, he rolled 1 natural
No, you
1
rolled
for
for
initiative,
initiative
and now
as
he's
well.
rolled 2 nat 1s on his attacks.
And an 11.
So it'll be 18.
18 points.
No, to hit.
Oh, to
No,
hit. Yeah, that hits.
2 out of 4 hits, you fucking spit.
Because 2 of them are 1s.
He's channeling his inner Tim.
No, because I just added all up together and then I'll touch on. So it was what?
Yeah, but he might have resistance to shit.
Yeah, it's just all physical though.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, yeah.
TikTok.
Oh, and rage damage. Gotta
God's
add that.
death is on the clock.
Thoughts. I keep forgetting about rage damage.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, 1 second.
Oh,
He's
right.
cal-
Sorry. I
he's
thought
calculating
everyone was
damage.
waiting for me. I was
No,
like,
he's adding 4 numbers.
It's
How's it
actually
that hard?
a lot more than 4 numbers.
Didn't you,
That's 6
hit,
numbers.
didn't you hit him twice and then have the rage damage and your regular?
Yeah, so 6 down. 6.
So it's 5. No, 'cause yeah, 6, yeah. Fair.
Yeah, so it's 27.
27 points. Okay.
And only half his attacks hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did have a two crit
Garth.
I can't wait till I hit because I get 3 D12.
Well, now he's already gone ham. There's not much else for me to do except start shooting.
Too late now, but you technically had advantage on your attacks there.
So when you started charging, he looked towards you. Oh well, yeah. He seems to. It almost looks like with what you said about the anti-magic field. It looks like he was trying to stay completely undetected,
Yeah.
which is why it didn't work. As soon as you seemed aggressive, that fairy fire.
Yeah.
No, I was about to say.
Well, I was just going to say because it was the surprise round,
Yeah.
he might have still, but yeah.
Alright, so there's no fairy fire.
No.
Is he invisible again?
He's not invisible anymore though.
And there's no-
'cause Scott has him.
And there's no
Super fucking janky.
tiny honey
Shit,
either.
that charged really fast.
Well, there is at this stage because he's looking at you.
Oh,
Can I have a look at the picture? I want to see what it's like compared to the other. Is that it there?
What are you doing, Tim?
Trying to look at the
Um,
stats.
I'm gonna start.
Don't worry, you'll fucking find out about him in a minute.
I'm gonna start shooting. Shoot the bootin'.
What's the best thing to use against barbarian? Because finger death, what saves that?
I think it's con save.
Yeah, and so is disintegration.
Or maybe it might be wisdom.
Maybe.
We'll find out. Oof. Does a 27 hit?
No, it doesn't.
It's, thunder arrow.
But Tim, you didn't say.
I don't have any other arrows.
No.
No, that was alligator though.
Yeah, no.
I miss alligator.
I don't.
Sorry,
Cats
I'm
me
just bringing
dead.
back for the next.
What if you did call your character Alligator too?
Alligator Jr., he had a kid.
14, 16 physical, and 4 thunder.
Mm-hmm.
Can I knock him over? Knock him to the floor.
Yeah, so you see the thunder arrow hits and this sort of sphere of force emits out, and the beholder just sort of. just
How would you knock him over? They
doesn't
don't exactly
seem to
have
take
legs.
any-
Oh, can you knock Yucca over?
You can try.
Yucca's like, at this point, Yucca's like, good luck, and just leaves. He's fucking gone.
I don't live without me.
Where the fuck did that go? Nah, not gonna risk it at the moment. I'll shoot again. No, I won't.
Lol.
26 to hit.
Yep.
Fuck, I'm on fire. That's a shock arrow.
I was about to say, that's a fire. So is the beholder.
It's not as good, but I'll still take it. 10, 12 physical, and 3 fire.
Sorry. How much? Sorry.
12 physical and 3 fire.
Mm-hmm.
So what did I do? 4 and... What was the first physical? I can't remember. I did a lot of damage at least.
Okay.
For my bonus action, I'm going to strafe across to my left.
Yep. Okay, that's you. Xanath.
I'm going to use Bardic Inspiration on the Paladin,
Mm-hmm.
because the Paladin hasn't attacked anyone yet, and he's not an asshole like you guys. And then I'm going to hold my action, so that if my hut goes away, I will use 3rd level Dissonant Whispers on him.
Okay.
And
Cool.
then I'll say, I don't want to fight.
Dissonant Whispers.
So that's that.
I'm holding my... I don't want to attack until he...
Use 3rd level, what's the one where you yell at them and hurt their feelings?
That's not the Dissonant Whispers.
Oh, it is Dissonant Whispers.
Dissonant Whispers is the quiet one. Vicious Mockery is the cantrip
Vicious
one.
Sorry, yeah. 3rd level Vicious Mockery.
So, with that,
You will die.
you hear, you're an aggressive one. You will serve me well. I need you to make a save,
Oh no, charm.
Charm.
wisdom save.
Oh fuck.
You better.
So as this is happening, one eye looks towards Ogremark and this beam shoots out. Another turns towards Daxter, shoots out. Another turns towards you and shoots out. I need you to make a save, a dexterity save, please.
I get the +2 from Elder.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're within
Oh.
10.
he's so far away from me.
Is it 10 or 5?
10.
Surely you can't roll a 4th one tonight.
Not bad.
27 dex save. Fuck, I'm wrong.
I should really get some charm
13.
spells.
I
Okay,
think that's on brink. That's very close.
Yeah, that is very half and half.
so you manage to deftly roll out of the way as this beam comes in.
Cool.
Another beam comes in, hits you, and you feel this sudden urge, and you cannot get it out of your mind. Shigambi, you can hear Shigambi screaming, "Don't let it in! Don't let it command you!" And you just cannot help it. You are now charmed by this beholder. The
How
third
far?
beam,
Sorry, off. Oh, well, can't really.
the third beam flies in and hits Daxter, and you see he just crumbles to ash and disappears.
Disintegration.
Fuck!
I don't think the beholder would have let us leave anyway.
Better than attacking it straight up.
So,
Is it cool if I just leave?
So this was an optional boss.
But if we can't beat this, how will we beat Azerite?
Power levels.
Per level.
What happens like if
Experience is going to get split 4 ways now.
or the one way? Wouldn't one way if only one of us survived?
So, that's him. Our attack who's doing our attack? Am I doing our attack?
I'm just about to say, yeah, well, you don't have an NPC.
Oh, you've got it on D&D Beyond there.
Yes, I do.
Oh, pick up. Is the any of his gear, like magical gear, like the god and the wand of wonder, still there?
The god doesn't seem to be there. The what? Sorry, the jug is still there.
The
The
horn.
Wand of Wonders.
The horn
That's
is still there.
because you
Take
still
the
use
horn.
wands.
Um,
Use the
I just realised,
use the
because
horn.
of the DOS loop, they have disadvantage on saves against suggestion. 'Cause I'm pretty sure it counts as a charm thing. It says if it's a charm.
Suggestion.
Hmm?
Bring Daxter back.
With what resurrection match?
sorry,
Raised
I
it.
just realised I have to do this a little
If
bit
he's on before.
differently.
Oh
don't
no,
That's
I?
that's
just-
not how Raised It works.
That's just like Mr. Stark. I don't feel so good.
Sorry, I should have had this open already. I forgot. I literally went own attack and then looked over and saw the empty chair and I was like, oh,
Do you want his character sheet?
that's right. No, I've got it here.
Even though it's like real convoluted and
Yeah, I can't understand his character sheet whatsoever.
Yaka is a bar holder.
Yaka's a bitch.
Think of that.
Fuck Yaka.
Okay, let's get own attack killed. So, own attack is like, you son of a bitch.
I will smite thee.
In the name of... Wait, what's my god's name again?
Just dot, dot, dot.
Okay,
Max level smite.
so he's going to move up to there and then hold his action. Not do it. No, I'm kidding.
He's going to pass. He's going to
I
uncharm.
like how we have a hut and then no
God.
one's
Can you go
standing
yell
on
at
the
him,
hut.
please?
Because you just look at it and dispel it.
Yeah, well, as soon as he dispels it, I attack him.
His attack for your attack.
Who the hell is
pizza?
here?
Pizza.
Oh, it's pizza.
5 minutes early.
Okay,
But
right.
third level is 5d6 if he fails.
In that case,
It's
we
some
will
damage.
have a quick break, and then we'll come back. I need to organise a couple of things, and then we'll be back in like 5-ish minutes. Sit tight. We'll be back. Okay, welcome back, guys. Sorry,
Oh, we're going to continue dying, are we?
That was
Very
a
prompting.
little bit of a break. Now, one thing I did forget about, by the way, which we'll go to in a minute, actually. At the start, I forgot to mention we have a fun new partnership of sorts with a really good group of people called the Keep Abreast Foundation, which is the makers of this fantastic shirt that I'm wearing. Now, what this means is there is a link down below that you could click on if you would like, if you are feeling generous and you would like to donate to a fantastic, I don't know where it actually is, it's down there somewhere. But they're a fantastic charity that are very involved with, I still need to find a great way to word this, but yeah, that'd be a good start. Involved with educating young people about the dangers of breast cancer and cancer in general, but specifically breast cancer, and early detection and prevention and that sort of thing. They're fantastic. They're a charity that I support on and off personally, and now we've got a fun thing with them to try and raise a bit of money for them as well. So if you're feeling generous, click the link down below, even if it's $1 or $2, and start getting some money towards them because they are fantastic. Now, also, I forgot, but we actually have battle map camp. And unfortunately, the only character screen that I made is Daxter, and he's now fucking dead. So,
Lol.
feels
Rip.
bad.
Change that hit points to 0.
Yeah, so he's dead. Don't worry about it. Now, we do have two small retcons that I'm getting excited because it's a beholder, and I was thinking I'm going to kill somebody. I did manage to kill my own NPC, but look, it's fine. So
far.
one thing is Daxter is still dead, but his body did not disintegrate because it was not disintegration that he was hit with, it was death ray. So his body is still there. He is very much dead. Also, Lehman's tiny hut has now dispersed, which means your held action has gone off. So if you want to go ahead with that.
Yep, so he has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Come on.
It's a natural 19.
Well, he needed to beat a 15, so he beat it.
Plus 2.
So he takes half damage.
Okay.
Not bad.
There's some 6-sided dice over here if you want.
24 takes
I rolled a
4
6
damage.
and a 5. You can have those.
24.
Roll that as well.
Half.
Is that halved or?
On this switch.
No, 12.
Okay. Okay. So he
Not bad.
takes.
If that would have been really good. That was a 5, a 6, a 5, a 4, and a 4.
Fuck, that's good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Okay.
Could have been
So
5 ones.
with that, it's Elnatak's turn. So I had a little
that was
look
a
at
very
what
above
Elnatak can
average
do,
roll.
which is what I was worried about beforehand. So
Smartly tighty.
yes, Elnatak is rushing forward with his fiery battle axe, and he manages to get his first attack. The beholder sort of lifts up and manages to avoid it. He uses that momentum though and brings it back around and gets a really severe gash into the beholder.
Divine Smite.
The first gash.
So yeah, he is going to absolutely just use full level Divine Smite. So this is a crit.
Do you want like 13 dice?
Yeah, so if everybody can... No, I've got more than enough dice. You're the worst. You are literally the worst.
Just be like, hey, beholder.
So,
What's Lugma? And then dies.
it was what? Okay. So,
The beholders are undead, yeah?
What's that? You don't know Ligma? Have you heard of Sugma?
So is Daxter not instant dead? Does he have death save throws, or does he just have a body?
He's dead.
Okay.
Grab the wand of wonder.
The Wandary.
Then Divine Smite.
The wand.
Some more dice would be... Oh, that was not good damage on the Divine Smite, unfortunately.
Because it's evil, does he get an extra d6?
Extra 6d6.
It's not evil, it just wants us not here.
I would have attacked us.
So deals
Even though-
Has ever been
19
a
points.
good beholder?
Yeah, this one.
Then why is it in Astrax?
Because
It got
it's good. It's just greedy.
Okay. So he's moved up. He's probably not going to move away.
D6.
Don't think
That's
he
good.
has anything he can do as a
But
bonus
roll all
action.
4.
1, 6, 4, 3.
No.
It's average.
Okay. So that is an attack.
Very.
Ogama.
That's perfectly average.
Yeah.
Now,
Hey,
you are
have
charmed.
an attack. How's it going, buddy?
Yeah.
What is
Do I save at the start or the end?
what is charmed do?
Well, because you failed your first save, then you'll attack. And then at the end, you'll get to. Just can't get 2 saves in a row, can you?
Just go.
A charmed creature can't attack the charmer or target the charmer with harmful abilities. The charmer has advantage on ability checks to interact socially with the creature. So you don't have to attack us, you just can't attack it.
Oh,
Oh.
wonder.
As far as what this is
What if
saying,
I
at
just
least.
like
Yeah, it should have charm.
in its general direction just cast a wand at it?
Bring the one to me, though.
No, I think it's you consider it to be a friendly.
Yeah, I think it does something positive to the beholder. What if I buff the beholder?
No!
What? You
Yeah.
haven't got any buffs.
No, with
That
the
is what it says. I'm looking for a save. It doesn't say anything about a save.
wand. Oh, so it's done. I'm not trying to. Wait. Oh, probably
Be charmed by the beholder for 1 hour or
I actually
until
think
the
I'll-
beholder harms the
I
creature.
actually
Jesus
think I have advantage.
Christ.
I actually think I have advantage.
No, it's too late now.
Yeah, it's too
You're
late now.
There's no
No,
retcon.
you're
it.
charmed.
I haven't
No,
done anything
should have done
yet.
it during the
I haven't
break.
done anything.
You dumbass.
Just double checking.
See ya.
I'll get.
Continue being useless.
One sec. Is it barbarian or is it?
You're a barbarian, yes.
See, that's why you should have made your character
See, now
in
if
D&D
I
Beyond.
bought that cluster of minis,
Mhm.
we would have a beholder. A fully painted beholder. But no.
Why didn't you take out a loan?
Why didn't you buy it?
Buying a house. I can't live in miniatures.
You can.
Oh,
Build a house of miniatures.
Build a house of Dwarven Forge.
yeah, let me grab this dragon. Oh fuck, there goes my roof.
No?
I don't think so. No.
Okay.
Whoa.
Okay,
So,
that's why you
what do
make
you
it
want to
your
do then?
Can I go pick up the wand?
No, leave the fucking
yeah,
wand alone.
I can't see why not. Yeah.
No, that's fine, because he's...
No, I was gonna use the wand.
Because you can
So-
attack, he can't attack.
Yeah, but the wand's gonna do more damage than whatever else.
You go over, so there's all of his possessions are still
assuming
there
it does
in
damage.
this case. What?
Thanks for Moa, bitch.
But what was
Was
Moa?
Moa an
Yeah.
item? Or was Moa...
Fuck
Well, you can pick them up, so
Moa
I
was
can't
the
remember
snake
exactly
sector,
what
wasn't
Moa
it?
was.
He was a spirit. I think.
That's right, yeah. So you would know it was attached to the the staff
Yeah.
that he had. So you could
Shove it
So
up
you'd
your
have to
ass.
wield
so,
the
yeah,
staff.
you being familiar would know that you can touch it and potentially have it inhabit you.
But do you really want invisibility over an extra attack?
No, I just want the god.
You just take the staff.
So you would have to take the staff.
Yeah, pick up the stuff.
Okay. So there's the staff, the horn, the jug. I think that's it out of like the
Yeah,
important
yeah. I
stuff.
just pick up the
grab
horn
his-
and the stuff.
Grab his tongue
Okay.
as well.
Yeah.
Can you
Cool.
use the...
Can I just like do nothing now?
You can use
Well,
the
I'd say
wand,
that's
right?
your action to pick that stuff up anyway.
Okay.
Bonus action. I love you, beholder. Let's play together.
Yeah. So you probably got a bonus action and like 30 feet of movement.
Isn't the bonus action the movement? Did you say both or either?
Both. He's only moved 10 foot.
I thought you said the action that he was doing was collecting all stuff.
Yeah.
But if the beholder's my friendly,
Mhm.
will not attack. I'll not attack.
But we're
Attacking
still,
my
we're
friend.
still,
No, because we're still friendlies
Are
as
you
well.
still friendlies as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think Charmed, just everyone's a big happy family here. You're just like, yeah, this is fun.
Then
From
I
what
try
I
and
You're like, why am I family?
So a charmed creature can't attack the charmer or target the charmer with any harmful abilities or magical effects.
Oh, I can't attack him with the wand anyway.
Just give me
You
the one.
can't. No, you can't target him at all.
I'm just thinking, if I'm truly role playing, I'll try and.
Role playing on this stream?
Yeah, no. Actually,
Really?
Yeah, nah, don't do that.
Yes, Scott.
I was gonna just gore the fuck out of Albert attack, but
Well, no, because you still consider him a friendly too.
yeah, but I'm just stopping the fight.
So you're gonna beat the fuck out.
No, just gore him,
Gore him.
spear tackle him.
Stop fighting.
Please stop fiddling with dice before I fiddle them down your throat.
No, do it.
I cheer him on to fight
That
more.
sounds
Okay.
sexy.
You're doing that. Cool. Daxter's go.
I'm like
Feels bad.
headbutt
Garth.
him.
I'm gonna let Kubazan inhabit me.
Fuck
okay.
yeah.
Dun-dun.
Take my body.
Whoops.
Now
Gods.
I have a
It's raining gods!
I have a possibly very stupid idea.
Woo! Good
What?
choice.
Read out loud.
You are now fearless, and your strength is 23.
Holy shit! Good thing you're an archer.
Yeah.
Good thing he's fearless.
Fuck. That's kind of useless.
Everyone's like, run away. He's like, nah, guys, I got this.
Yeah.
The fucking archer with 23 strength.
Is
It's too late now.
Swapping yeah, that wouldn't be too bad because you get an extra attack.
and you just have a shit ton of strength.
Doesn't matter when I still roll once.
So what other gods do you have, do you think? What one are you missing?
Well, I thought I had Agent before this.
you have Ijin
No,
now.
as in before.
That was-
He
Yeah,
also
yeah,
has
yeah, no, I
Wongo
know.
and Nang
So
Nang.
maybe
Yeah,
one,
one go and Nang Nang.
one go, Nang Nang. So there's Oberlucker.
But the thing is, on Tim's
was that?
map, he's got Agent twice.
Okay.
Wait, what are the two that?
Where do I have
So what was the one?
It's like right
Oh.
at
Ijin's right at the top.
and right.
No, that was Ejin though. Then where's the second one? Oh, there.
Ijin's there.
Yeah, so there's two agents.
What was the one at the mirror
That
then?
was the very first room. I might have told you the wrong one by accident.
Yeah, I reckon. I would have written it
What are
down
the
as I
two
was
that we
told.
haven't?
So there's Oberlucker and Unk.
It was the one.
You've done Unk. You got Unk last time.
Maybe Unk
Maybe
was
we
the
have them
first
all.
one.
I don't remember.
I'll check. I think there's only one on level 4.
Either way,
I'll tell
it's your turn, Mr.
Yep.
Shooty Shoot Boy.
Well, shoot time's gonna happen. Fuck, what do I get extra? Oh,
Just throw your arrows. You got strength.
it's wrong.
Even
So
though that's still dex for throwing.
First one was Oberlucker.
So we have. So we should have Oberlucker then as well.
Yeah, so you've got Oberlucker.
what's over like?
Because you went back and got him. Let's try it.
Yeah.
So I think the only one missing is Nang Nang then. Is that right?
No,
No,
Nang
Nang was
Nang.
the little
I've got
slug
Nang
boy.
Nang.
Okay,
He's a
sorry.
slug.
You do your attacks. I will look at what one you're missing. Because I know you're missing one. Or maybe you're not.
Keep shooting.
Overlacker and
18
Oh,
hit.
I got 10.
Sorry?
So I've got
18
6
to hit.
points.
Yeah.
So I've got 6, he's got 1, and Tim's got 1. So
Frost.
yeah, we've got 8 gods.
Feeling frosty.
What one do you have inhabiting you? You've got
Shinabi. Inhabiting. And then I've got Wongo, who I got with the mace.
Yeah. Yeah. No. That's
Nang Nang's the slug. Agent has got Overlacker and Moa.
10,
And then Papazotal and
15 physical, 3 frost for the first attack.
where is my book?
1.
Where is my book stick?
What was it? Sorry.
15 physical and 3 frost.
He actually takes 700% to ice damage.
That's good. He's dead.
Not really. It's only times 7.
Nicely done.
Fucking crit, bitches! Woo!
Did you?
It's another frost arrow.
No,
So with my
700%.
extra strength, I just fucking reef that back. And I'm like,
And then you break your streak.
well, no. So you only double the first 1d8.
You
Don't you?
only double the dice that you roll.
The dice I roll.
I'm pretty sure it's any
The-
rolled dice
ju-
that's doubled.
No,
It's the weapon damage.
The weapon damage, yeah. That's what I
is
thought.
doubled,
No,
not
'cause-
not your abilities.
Yeah.
Not
my backstab damage should have been
the damage dice you roll, not the
With Colossus.
yeah.
So for Colossus Slayer, that doesn't get doubled.
no
Okay. And the frost damage doesn't get doubled.
no.
Oh, okay.
Because that's the quiver.
So this is going to be doubled. Here comes a 1. Cool. Okay. So 12,
Check.
16, 18, 21 physical, and 3 frost. Fuck yeah.
Is 29. Yep. Okay. Is that you?
Can't really do much else for my bonus action, can I?
Making an attack. 3. You got your bonus and movement if you would like to move.
Keep strafing while keeping 10 feet within arm attack.
Sorry, I'm just checking this real quick. Make sure I'm not beansing it.
I've been riddling him with damage and arrows. Surely he's dead.
Put them together.
Send you roll all dice twice.
All of the attacks.
For what?
Damage dice twice.
Yeah.
And then add modifiers. But you don't have any other dice to roll, do you?
You'd have the
The Frost.
Colossus Slayer and the Frostwood dice to roll.
No, the quiver doesn't, because that's a different item.
Magic.
That just adds 1d4.
But what about the Colossus Slayer? Since
So I would have got
Rogues
extra
get sneak
Colossus.
attack.
So yeah. I thought Colossus Slayer was like
not
plus
magical of any
thing.
sort.
No. Okay, so
It's a
yeah,
1d8.
roll so double that as well.
Was it an extra 4?
An extra 4. Okay.
Yeah. So what's that all up then?
yeah,
25,
that's
29.
fine. I'll just add another 4 to it.
And you get another attack, boy? Or did you miss your first one?
No, I hit my first one.
No, was that it?
The second one was the crit.
Okay. No, I thought Colossus Slayer was like plus 4 or something. I didn't realise it was a die.
No, I've always, that's
what
why I always
yeah.
roll 2d8. Well, most of the time I roll 2d8s.
I don't pay attention to it.
Well, you can make my bow 2d8 if you want. I'm happy with that.
Where's the initiative board?
You just gotta roll
Xanath.
20 every time.
Alright. I'm going to
Bit.
talk to the Beholder and say, I suggest that you end your charm and stop attacking us.
Okay.
And it has to make a wisdom save with disadvantage.
Wisdom save with disadvantage?
Yep.
What's a disadvantage for?
Because the DOS loot gives disadvantage to saves with charm related status, and this says that the
Yeah. What is it? Wisdom save?
Yeah.
It's a DC?
15.
Ooh, okay.
Punching right now.
So that's a fail.
Small line of miniatures.
I do just want to check this real quick.
Interesting. And now what?
I'm like, what's that?
I'm pretty sure.
Do the wand at the beholder. It just
Oh, I'm
comes-
not checking your stuff.
Yeah, I'll
What
just
if I do
double
the
check
wand
that
and
because
just
it says
duplicates it and then there's two
says
beholders?
disadvantage on charm. I'm just wondering.
Just duplicates the beholder. And then there's two of them.
That would suck.
Can't be cast.
Do you want to swap gods?
There's no such
Press
thing
in the
as use
sphere.
magic.
So,
Like, use magic on
That-
them.
Yeah. yeah.
unfortunately, I don't know how this would work, but it doesn't work. He seems to have this anti-magic field radiating around him that prevents him from being affected.
Aww.
Can I use a wand? Like, because in 3.5 there was like, use magical items, so
Sorry, what was that question?
can I like use the wand?
Yeah.
Just like, do it and it's done?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because in 3.5 it's just like,
There's
Yeah.
a skill called use magical item.
Oh, okay. No,
Has
I'm not
have
aware
any
of
of us taken damage yet?
I haven't.
Alright, cool. Well,
You
that,
can give somebody bardic inspiration.
yeah, bardic inspiration on the ranger.
Okay.
I know what I'm using that for.
Damage.
Skill. DC checks against fucking beams.
Makes
Okay,
sense.
well, speaking of which, if that's you, you have movement if you would like to move. Otherwise,
God, him boy.
okay, that's
You
fair.
fucking shit. No.
What if there's like a angled mirror up there so we can still see her?
What if the
So
rays
in that
bounce off
case,
walls?
He is
Are
going
you serious?
to.
You're a fucking pussy.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
He's going to move back, which means Elnatak will get an attack of opportunity.
Oh, please, Almatak.
He's going to float back. Do you want to grab that box?
Up in the air.
Yeah, I just put him up. Yeah, hang on. Let's just get rid of that.
Oh, you dropped it.
He's going to float up. Elnatak takes a wild swing at
Oh,
him,
that
which
looks
does
so
not
tricky.
hit, unfortunately.
Whoa.
You can barely even see like the.
It's all red.
And then, with Xanath moving back out of the way, we have a beam going at Garth, Elnatak, and Ogama.
But am I your friend?
Hey, on the plus side,
Wait, he's attacking you, so that means the charm's broken.
That's the wrong dice. I need to roll these.
Doesn't charm get broken if you get attacked by the charmer?
Yes, it does.
I think
So if you don't
I
die-
think he needs to hit though.
So, metallic is ogre
I
mark.
think it's the intention to attack. As soon as you attack,
maybe.
like,
Mate,
attack
what,
at them.
what if Alden Attack killed him with the attack of opportunity?
Okay, so this is bad. I won't tell you which one is which, but there is a death ray involved in this cluster. So, ogre mark.
What did Daxter save? Did Daxter
I need a Constitution save, please.
Oh god.
Garth.
That's fucking disintegration.
I need a Strength save.
Strength. Interesting.
Good thing you have 23
Oh yeah!
That's
Yeah,
a
so
Rail of Enfeeblement.
That's
Rail of
plus
Enfeeblement. So if you fail that,
6.
Oh,
Right?
7.
I think it's 6. I think 24 is 7.
Shh, it's 8.
that's probably too much.
Own
Rail of
attack.
Enfeeblement.
Take 10 divided
Plus
by 2.
6.
Yeah.
Needs to make a dex
Yeah,
save.
Rail of Enfeeblement. So if you fail that, you're going to drop your strength back to like 1. I'm pretty sure.
So plus 6.
And then he just releases the god and takes it back, yeah?
Or drops your strength
So
by 10 or
wait,
something.
oh, this is where it sucks because I've got plus 5 savings throw, but it's plus 2. So wait, that goes up by 4. So that goes up by 4.
Or is actually
So you have plus 9.
plus 9.
Plus, you're within 10
Plus
feet.
2. Yeah.
Okay.
Plus 11 to your save.
So, a very familiar
plus 11.
27 strength.
dark purple beam shoots out towards Elnatak. He manages to just avoid it as it skims past his armor, brushing across, and you can see it leaves this big charred black mark across his chainmail.
Is that the death?
It does look like the same beam that hit Daxter.
Slightly better.
So, yeah, a ray of what was this?
Do I get con advantage on con saves?
Enfeeblement?
A
Sure.
bluey sort of dark,
What colour should I
yeah,
go
yeah.
with?
dark blue beam shoots out towards you. Again, you managed like you seem pretty deft at.
This is strength.
Actually, no, this was strength, wasn't it? Yeah.
So I'm just like,
So yeah, you with this all of a sudden like this newfound strength seem to just be able to just brush it
Just
off like it's
deflect it
nothing.
with the
What did you get?
razors.
7.
oh, for fuck's sake,
7.
I rolled a 2. And I've got plus 5 on con, so.
Plus that is, you're no longer charmed, right?
Are you
Okay.
within 10 feet? No, no. Even a 9 wouldn't help. Why are you fucking covering?
I don't know. Like, I'm gonna piff this as far as I can. If I die tonight, this is gone. This dice set's gone.
Okay, I'll have the dice, but I'm not going to use them. I'll just keep them.
Hey, it can't be much worse than mine.
Oh, well, he paid $130 for
Yeah, but his have been shit one session. Mine have been consistently shit.
Yeah. You didn't spend significant amount of money on him for him to be shit.
Nah, that's only 100
That's
dice.
45 points of damage as this blue beam slams across and hits you, and you can see. Sorry, did you save? No, you failed.
Failed.
Fail.
Yeah, so
Failed.
45 points.
What's your total health?
I'm just thinking, what spell was that?
It's cold.
What did I say? Blue. Probably more purpley, dark purple. It seems to be necrotic energy as it slams into
Oh, that
you.
would have been fine.
Yeah, you were taking half.
Yeah.
And if you saved, then you were taking quarter.
Oh, yeah.
He probably knows what you are, though. That's why he didn't shoot.
No, he doesn't know me. He didn't
You
see me
don't
come around
know
the
me.
corner.
He knows you're a
I
bitch.
hit, yeah, I hit like a bitch.
So, that is him.
So he's no longer charmed because he got attacked.
This bitch
Yes.
better find something very wondrous
Yeah,
about to
fucking
happen.
point
to
that
him.
Wait, can you
one
use
down.
it 4 times?
Nah, because it's not an attacker.
Because he's got 4 attacks. Can you use the one 4 times?
Nah, because spell is...
That's not how actions work.
I wonder what would happen just blue tooth.
Meteor swarms.
It's alright, if you had haste and a fighter, you could use it 3
So
times.
you hear
That'd be cool.
him
Imagine
say,
if you had 2 and you just play the drums.
"Unperfect, pitiful creatures you are."
Bitch patch.
As he floats up 10 feet up against the ceiling.
I
That's
don't
him.
know Shit, because I got a bow.
Oh,
I keep fucking
I still
misplacing
could
stuff.
hit him.
Charge him.
Just jump on the fucker.
Eln attack.
Drag him down.
Can I put this back up here?
The hold.
I love the way I've like rearranged everything and it's just a fucking disaster.
I like how
Everything's
you've written
just
like
in the way.
3/4 of its name, but haven't just bothered with the ER.
Eln attack just got another nat 20 in his first attack.
Yes.
Oh my god!
Lucky.
Wait,
Good
wait,
job,
wait.
Lucky.
Holy shit.
Literally 2 nat
Lucky's a king.
20s.
Jesus Christ.
Okay,
Johnny's
so,
a king.
what does
How
he
does
use-
Divine
what's his
Smite
damage?
work? Does that That wouldn't get doubled on a crit, right?
It's
roll
not that
damage.
I'm aware of.
It's
but
roll damage.
It's roll damage.
It's roll
Let's check
damage.
the internet.
If it was Lockie,
I'm
it
beginning-
doesn't count, but
Yeah.
now, in this one situation,
Oh, crit divine smite, guys.
Can you not? Jeez. Dice trays next week.
Pretty accurate representation, to be honest.
I heard that through my headset. Okay, so
According to Reddit, the Divine Smite gets doubled on crit.
okay, we'll double it then.
Reddit.
To check everything out.
According to the very first search when I searched Divine Smite crit.
did you just make
So
that Reddit
basic.
post?
and then answer yourself.
So we got 7 gets doubled 14 plus Divine Smite, as he's going to absolutely do that. So if that gets doubled as well, that's 22.
Can you use Divine Smite on both his attacks or just once? I think it's just once.
Yeah, I think you can only use it once per round.
Well, if you only can cast spells once per turn.
Yeah.
Alright,
So it's not technically a spell.
Still, I don't
Just
think you can
uses his
complain
spells.
about that. So 22, 36 plus
57.
everything.
Uh-oh.
What the fuck are you doing?
Looking. The dice.
Wait, when you lean forward, you can't see yourself.
Oh my god.
Well,
Yeah.
This big.
What's up? You okay?
No. Holy crap. So that's 45 damage on his first attack. So let me note that down.
holy shit!
I didn't even roll that high with 28 dice.
Jesus Christ.
so
2 of which are
Elm attack OP.
Right, second attack
Elm attack fights back.
is max damage on his roll.
At
so
the
that's
beholder's butt
16.
crack. 'Cause
He
he's
can't
under him.
divine smite it, so that's not going to be anywhere near as much. So
He does have the fire damage if you.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah. Which I didn't roll with that actually. Oh, max damage on both.
Holy shit.
Holy fucking shit.
Wait, does that? Well, that'll get doubled as well. So,
I think just whatever character Johnny plays is OP. Baxter, yeah, Elm attack.
math. I'm doing all
Math?
of the math.
That doesn't even let off a fireball before dying.
You didn't even get a turn.
Anti-magic.
How
Yeah,
does
wouldn't have
anti-magic
worked anyway.
work?
You can't cast spells.
Literally
at
any
all?
sort of magic
At
in the in range of it just
And
doesn't work.
any like
It's
buffs
another
on you,
32
just
without
instantly.
divine
So,
smite.
Are they still like
That's-
dissonant whispers and stuff like that in, or?
You've done more damage than Lockie's done the whole time he's had the character.
And say if you haste on yourself, it just goes away. Your stone
So-
skin goes away.
So I can't use any of these.
I get to miss out
The
on
biggest
Apart from
mage.
healing you.
Lockie's not here, and I get to miss out
Maybe.
on the first beholder
Don't think
and
so.
asking him what it looks like. As he brings his axe around, infuriated by Daxter's death, brings it in for one solid cleaves as one of the eyes falls off to the side and falls across the floor. The beholder recoils in pain as he brings it around and slams it straight into the center eye. And you can see this beholder with the force drops to the ground, and he begins to axe over once more as he hacks straight into it. The eye beginning to split and tear open as the eyes flail around and fall limp to the ground.
How much damage was that in one?
We've
round?
done it, boys!
That was close to 100 damage in one turn.
That's actually fucked.
That was about...
To be fair, that was double crit max
Yeah, that
damage.
was both crits, and the second attack was max damage on every dice I rolled.
Jesus
Yeah.
fucking
Um,
Christ.
He did something like 80 damage that turn,
Jesus
See, you
Christ.
play Lockie's character better than he does.
apparently.
Way better.
So you're gonna swap, give him Daxter when he comes back?
Dax is fucking dead.
Yeah, that's the point.
Feels bad.
Wait, we have a diamond. We can.
Fuck.
You do have a Diamond of Resurrection. You don't have a cleric, nor have you solved the death curse.
So
at
I'll
this
just,
point,
I'll just
so.
smush it into his face. It'll bring him back. Right?
So
As soon as the death curse lifted, it'll come back.
that is, whoops, that is the beholder.
All right, let's start
Yeah.
looting.
Say there wasn't a trap. There was just something guarding it.
Comes back into the room.
I just start looting Baxter.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna grab
Well-
my jug back.
So
Naka, we lived.
you can make an investigation, as you begin looting him.
you
As-
fucking scumbag.
basically,
I think he's got shit that we don't know about.
you're aware
Yeah.
that pretty much everything he had of value he has pretty much sacrificed on this journey. So he doesn't have much, but make an investigation.
You're gonna fuck it up, Scott, and you're not gonna find shit.
Can I help him search?
Yeah, you can do it with advantage if you're.
I've got
aiming.
18 anyway.
Yeah, advantage because I'm helping you though. So you may find even better. Who knows?
Really?
Did you catch it?
Did that roll?
I don't know what
No, I
you're
did.
looking for,
Yes.
but you do not need it.
Yeah.
Yeah, 18 on investigation.
Fucking triggered. Yeah. Okay. Let me pull up his sheet because I've put it away.
I'm so impressed that we survived so easily.
Mostly. I wouldn't say easily. We lost a
Well,
bit.
we lost one and you took some damage, but apart from that,
Our attack went super same.
how much health do you have
One
left?
attack absolutely went super. Saiyan.
So I got 67,
And
and
you
then
took
I went into
45.
rage. So yeah, something like that.
Well, I'll heal you up a bit.
So, with your 18, you begin searching through. You find like the jug and that, whatever you didn't pick up before, unless you picked it up.
Yeah.
Equipment.
What's all this shit?
I'm holding memorial service.
So something that might be of interest is he does still have rations on him. He has 3 days rations or 4 days rations.
Fuck yeah, free food, one day each.
He'll only have 3.
Not 4, 1 day each.
Yeah, we'll say 4. He does still have his rope and that, if that's of interest, his water skin.
Yeah.
You find, you look through it, something that strikes you as odd is he doesn't seem to have a coin pouch. But you spend a bit of time rifling through and you find...
Check.
You begin looking, because you know he has coin on him.
Yeah.
You've seen that he has coin. And you spend a bit of time and eventually you start digging around his belt, being the thieving bastard that you are. And you find, when you start to look into his belt seems to have this pouch on it that when you reach into, seems to be a lot bigger than the belt leads on.
He's got a bag of holding, little
It
fuck.
almost looks like the belt has sort of it's not necessarily a bag of holding. It's nowhere near as big,
But like, yeah.
but it's
A
a,
little
very
pocket
similar
dimension.
thing. It seems to have a small pocket dimension attached to it.
I asked him about pocket dimensions and he said no.
Well, what do you mean? It's still a no.
Well, it's-
You just don't know, no?
So
You just search on the room.
I'm healing you.
yeah,
I'm
he's
there.
he's helping. Yeah.
By the way, I heal you for
You just see a half my arm just be, no, it's nothing.
4, 5,
It's not.
6,
It's probably
7,
only like you
7
feel
plus
around.
6.
It feels like it's probably only about this big. It's not very
Oh,
big,
okay.
but you find that there's probably what did he have?
you should shit in it and then like throw shit at
There's
people.
143 gold,
I heal you for a total of 21.
74
Jesus.
silver.
Two spells and
23
racial
copper.
feed for that. So
I could try and heal, but fucking.
Our attack has healing if anybody wants it. If anybody needs it, I don't. It's,
What was it, 21?
Oh no, what?
that's like almost half the damage. Jeez.
He also has in that thing there is a small pouch that seems to have a whole bunch of stuff that doesn't really make sense to you. There's like some weird leaves. There's some
yeah.
stones and weird stuff. He also does have the tome that he's had that you remember he said that Zandala gave it to him.
I'll just throw one of the stones across the room. Actually,
It just tink 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 rolls
Can I,
across the
can I
ground.
have that book?
sure.
It's probably no use for me either, but at least I'm slightly
Yeah.
magical.
Better than a barbarian having it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you had a look through. What languages do you speak?
Celestial, common, and undercommon.
Okay, so this makes no sense to you.
Elvish.
You can see
Oh, yeah.
there is various like this tome looks incredibly old, but flicking through you can see there is various like every page is filled with scribblings. Some of it sort of professionally written, some of it has notes written across it. There's diagrams and scribblings all through it. But it's in a language that you
Can
can't
you?
understand.
Do you recognize this?
Once upon a time. I've only got orc and
Do you
Oh.
recognize this, Mr. Ranger Boy?
orc and goblin.
What languages do you speak?
Elvish. No, not really. I know giant, common, draconic, and deep speech.
No.
You just have the most random shit.
Alright, Paladin, you're the last one.
It's Dwarven!
I don't know what languages he has.
He's got Dwarven.
Is it on his sheet?
It should be.
It's not Dwarven. You would recognize it if
He
it was
has
Dwarven.
common, draconic, elvish, dwarvish.
No. Nobody understands
The
it.
fuck languages are
Celestial.
left? I have Celestial.
Oh, you do.
Primal,
Oh, is that primal?
It looks like it's
That's all I
you
can think
you
of at the
would
moment.
recognize that you don't recognize the language, but you recognize it as being extremely old. It's a very, very old
So
language.
primal would make
Rocky.
sense.
I remember. Were there platinum pieces as well all over the room?
No, around the room, yeah.
Yeah, let's collect some loot
So-
for them, or-
No, there's not. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna get rid of all the silver and the copper and just fill his pouch up with gold only.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that.
So how much gold can
So-
fit in the pouch?
It probably holds maybe around 2,000 to 3,000 coin.
How much gold's in the
Does
room?
that weigh anything? That pouch?
The belt seems to weigh as much as a normal leather belt would.
Oh, cool.
It's literally so there's no pouch attached to it. It's literally the belt has this
okay.
yeah, you can sort of reach into it.
Thanks for the 3,000 gold, Kappa.
We're probably not going to get 3,000.
So looking around the
You
room,
don't reckon?
Maybe.
you would guess that there's around 2,500 gold pieces.
Oh, that's all going in the pouch.
Well, other people are looking, so we're splitting that 4 ways.
There's about, at a guess, maybe 5,000 silver,
Ah, so I could fit 500 silver in. Then give it 3,000.
Yeah.
and there's upwards of 12,000 copper pieces scattered around this room.
Snore.
So this much coin is immensely, well, not heavy, but it's going to take up a lot of space if you're taking it with you.
Yeah, that's why I'm just grabbing
we
the
should
gold.
save
and
some.
silver.
Look,
Artifact.
odds are we're probably not going to make it out of here alive. That's just a guess that I have.
Nah, we're good.
Whatever. I was going to say he can hold some of my gold instead of holding the silver in the bag if he wants, and then split it when we get out. But
I'm not afraid because I got good arm.
right, you give him your money to hold in the bag. Then you're not afraid.
I'm not afraid.
So, looking around the room,
To take the stand.
Xana,
Everybody.
something that would grab your attention is there is a shield in one of these alcoves, which is the same shape as your amulet.
Oh fuck yeah! I'm going to grab that.
The scary face
Okay.
one.
I'm just wondering,
So you
can I
have-
dispossess
How does it
Garbage
compare to my
since it's
current
spirit?
shield?
Can I, like,
What
find
is your
it?
current shield?
+1 shield.
Can I like, get rid of the
It's
garbage
the
since
same
it's the spirit?
stat-wise.
Cool. I'm going to use this one and give the other +1 shield to Elm Attack then.
Okay.
On swap.
Fuck yeah!
No, even if I tried to try the other
Totally not cursed.
So looking around as well,
Might be worth asking.
you find various pieces of jewelry. One piece in particular, which seems to be sat in an alcove all by itself on sort of a pedestal displaying it, is a immaculate golden and pearl necklace.
Do I think that it's magical?
You don't get any reading off it that it would be.
Hey, Dax, to detect magic.
The whole
You
room.
do get the sense that this is probably worth a lot of money.
I'm gonna put
it just
this in the
looks,
pouch.
It just looks incredibly.
Probably worth more than its weight in gold, I'd assume, right?
Yeah, but if it's small, you don't have to put it in the pouch. You just put it in all.
Just wear it.
Alright. I now have the cursed amulet, the amulet with the god,
Blink.
and that amulet.
For days.
Yeah, so
Bling.
you have
So many amulets.
you have a necklace worth 3,000 gold pieces.
Just ask if that elder attack. Is there any full point in it?
So looking around the rest of the room, you find a murky white potion
Oh, right, there's stuff down.
resting on the shelf,
Jeez.
and you actually know what that is as it's
I
labeled.
smelt
I'm
it.
just having a look at what it does.
This smell seems familiar.
Does it,
Oh, what was
does
that
it smell
potion that
weird?
I had? That
Potion of giant strength. No, it was something else.
Yeah. You should have written it down.
You had a potion of giant strength and then you sold it.
Yeah.
Piece of shit. You had a massive heal potion, if that's what you're on about.
no, I had another. Didn't I have another murky white potion?
I don't think we'd identified it yet though.
Yeah, well, no, we didn't.
I think I told you like last,
we didn't
last week.
identify it, but we Daxter had an idea of what it was.
It was resistance to damage.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
and
it
I
was
talked
too.
about
What sort of resistance was it? Was it
physical.
just physical
Yeah.
resistance? Yeah.
But I've already got physical resistance when I'm in rage, so
The spell.
I think I don't think I had it. I might have had it, but I think I gave it to someone.
I think the paladin has it.
Yeah, I think you may have given it to Lockie. That seems about right.
Sounds like something
So-
that would make sense.
The potion that you
So we
had,
would have done it.
the murky white one.
yeah, is a potion of divination.
The one that I found, not the one that
Did
you
you
said.
say
No,
Dimina-
divination.
Yeah.
Demon.
Diminution?
What's this one?
I don't
Can you
know what
spell
it
it?
is.
Doesn't
like
matter. Dim in Asian.
Diminution. Yeah, it's a DIMINUTI. O-N.
But
Dimin. D-I-M-I-N-U-T-I-O-N.
My A was so shit it looked like a U, so I didn't have to change much.
so,
What's
you would know that drinking this essentially shrinks you to about a quarter of your size, and it will last
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
for somewhere between 1 to 4 hours.
Okay. Sounds like fun, flying around all small.
Yeah.
Imagine
so
if you didn't drink it.
as far as you like,
1 foot tall.
from what you know, all of your attributes remain the same. You literally just get smaller.
Ant-Man.
This, like,
Wait,
legit,
to how
the
much
size
of our
a sub.
size did you say for like a
A
quarter?
foot long
quarter,
sub.
roughly, yeah.
Finnan.
I could eat him pretty quick.
I'd be like almost 2 foot tall.
Next to that, there's also a small
One-
bead,
1.75.
which looks like it's sat specifically up.
An ironstone?
No, it's set up sort of as if it's something special.
Hey, you haven't taken anything yet, Ranger. You want it?
Attack would probably recognise it as a bead of force, which
a bead?
means
If that's like what I'm thinking, you can't get affected by like magic missiles or.
Nah, surely not.
I did look at what this did last
Maybe
week, and I forgot.
It'd be a
Can you
bit of
throw it and
shield.
it just does a shit ton of damage?
Yep.
Bead of force. You can use an action to throw the bead up to 60 feet. The bead explodes on impact and is destroyed. Each creature within 10 foot of where the bead lands must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 5d4 force damage.
It's not bad.
It's essentially
Yeah.
the same thing your arrows do, but are more powerful.
Put it on your. Is it a one?
It's a
get out
one-use
some tape.
thing.
Yeah, I was about to say it's a one use thing.
That is pretty much it.
Did it say what the DC check was?
15.
That's not bad.
5d4.
Oh, sorry, that's the other thing. The force that it emits stays there, and any creature that's inside of it gets trapped.
Well, pinned against the wall or something?
No, it's sort of just stuck inside this 10-foot sphere.
Ooh.
Breathable air passes through, but no attacks can pass in or out of the sphere.
Throw it at Yaka, that's how we cut.
And it remains there until it succeeds on a save.
But then we can't get in.
Aside from that, there's some other various trinkets around the room. Clay statues, bronze statuettes, that kind of thing. All look like they're probably worth some coin, but some of them are small little things that you could pocket. Others are quite bulky, but they all look like they're probably
Alright,
worth
so
some.
I know you already wanted to do this because you're an asshole. But do you want to smash one of the
Yes.
clay statues? Yep.
One.
All of them.
Smash them all.
Yeah, so you just go around, smash all the clay. Anything that looks breakable, you just
Yeah.
break it. Yeah, it's easily done.
Just go on Link.
Yeah, you go around, smash them all. There's nothing out of the ordinary. They just seem to be fine clay statues.
It could have been worth money, but not worth carrying.
Yeah, they all look like.
Yeah, fuck carrying that.
Yeah,
It's
they're
broken
all
now.
worth around 30 to 50 gold each. But.
Now they're worth fuck all.
So, with that,
You said there was a tapestry as well, yeah?
so there is in the middle of the room the black
Oh, that
silk
black.
thing.
That was the main.
Do you want to go and investigate it?
Yeah. Do I have to
Nah,
roll?
let's just leave it.
Can't be important. It was forgotten.
Okay. What do you want to do?
Investigate it.
Sure. Make an investigation. There is something under it. Actually, with a natural one, I'd say you lifted a little too high.
It's a baby beholder!
There's a 1 + 0.
What armor are you wearing?
Leather.
Okay. I need you
Yeah?
Oh dear god. What have you done?
to make a strength save.
Drone attack, standing blurry.
Yeah, where he's stood, he's okay, as is...
Okay, fair enough. Strength
Yeah.
save.
I've got strength.
Yes. Strength save.
Well done.
17.
Okay, you manage to steal yourself and stop yourself from being pulled towards the object that's underneath it. It seems to be very similar to something you've encountered before, the large statue that pulled any magic or any metal items towards it. It looks like this silk that's covering it stops its effect, but if it was to be removed, anything in this room would be pulled towards it and probably, you would assume, destroyed.
Okay, that's cool. So everyone want to like leave, and then I'll get a mage hand to bring the silk
I'll
with
just tie a
us.
string to it, alright.
Yeah, do you reckon that the actual tapestry is like anti-magic?
I don't know, but I'm gonna wear it as a fucking cloak.
I like it.
Thanks.
I'm thinking anti-magic, fuck yeah.
Cool.
You can't see me, I can't see you.
Hide the room then.
Okay.
Well, can
So,
we
yeah,
What do you
do...
want to do?
Tie a rope to the corner of it, and then
I'm gonna
stand
do-
at the doorway and wait for everyone to leave.
I'm going to do one last search of the room, just to make sure there's nothing that we've missed.
So do we need something of Daxter to do true resurrection?
No, only normal resurrection. You need a body.
I mean, I want to take his finger anyway.
I was just taking a lock of hair or something.
That's less gruesome. Go with his eye.
Let's take a finger.
No, for true resurrection, do we need something of Daxter to bring him
I
back?
don't think you do.
Would we have this knowledge? Do we?
I cut some of Daxter's green hair and take it with me.
Ellen Attack might know bits and pieces. He's probably heard stories of it.
Because how do you know who brings it?
Resurrection. Sprinkle. Not in components. You touch a creature that has been dead for no longer than 200 years and has died of any reason except old age. If the creature's soul is free and willing, the creature is restored to life. Spell closes all wounds, neutralizes poison, diseases, curse.
Right,
Spell
well,
places damage, misses all its
what
limb.
about reincarnation?
Well, I'm still taking a look of his hair. Hopefully we can bring him back.
Okay.
Here we go. The spell can even provide a new body if the original no longer exists, in which case you must speak the creature's name. Okay.
Do
So
we
you
know his
can.
full
If
We
it
name?
don't
doesn't
know his full name.
How many people are there called Daxter?
Probably wasn't even his real name.
I've read it.
Your character wouldn't have.
Okay.
Alligear would have. Garth has not.
Have I?
We'll bring Alligear back, and then Alligear will know, then we bring Daxter back.
Okay, so what do you want to do?
I'm waiting for everyone to leave the room.
I'm searching, I'm combing over just to make sure we haven't missed anything.
Yep. Yeah, you go around, have a good look through. There doesn't seem to be anything
I've still got
else.
that green
Except for
hair.
this magical artifact.
And this full plate.
Unfortunately not.
What if I roll 100?
Go for it.
Oh, I did that. We just had to roll that way a little bit more.
So, what's
Right,
everyone
you
doing?
guys finished
I'm leaving
searching?
the room.
Yeah, we're done.
Okay.
Cool. I'm
Wouldn't
just
it-
gonna start pulling the tapestry towards the door.
By hand or?
Oh, we
tied a rope.
tied a rope around the corner.
Oh,
and then
okay.
just pulling it by the rope.
Okay, sure. Yep. So you pull it and eventually it comes around the corner, and you untie it. Okay.
And then I'm just gonna wear it like a cloak.
Do you want to just
Sure.
like, look in?
Up. Yeah,
Yeah, peek around the corner and then just see if everything's
So okay, you peek around the corner and you can see there is now this
with the cloak wrapped around me so that I don't get pulled in.
this
Push him.
this large chrome orb, almost an immaculately silver reflective ball, which is now floated up out of the floor and is hovering just in the center of the room, just slowly
Turns into a
rotating.
beholder.
I assume that there's stuff flying towards it because he said like he threw out all of his copper coin and
Doesn't seem to be.
Take all your metal off. How big's the orb? How big was the orb? Sorry.
It's like 6 foot diameter sort of
fuck.
thing. It's huge.
That's not going to work. I was
It's-
going to
it's
say,
very
put
similar
it around,
size to the
carry it with
gold.
you, then let it loose on Asarat.
nah. Got a cloak now.
Okay.
Okay, what's everyone want to do?
Let's go down the staircase.
Keep moving on.
So I did say it was an
Moving
optional
on.
boss, too. It was an optional boss.
Optional quests, which got one of our party members killed.
Yeah, we're really good at getting NPCs killed.
But we do have a good chance of going up a level in the next long rest.
Plus side, we haven't killed an NPC ourselves yet.
Um,
Well, we haven't killed a partied NPC ourselves
directly.
yet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to... So what stairs are you heading to then?
We did leave one to her death, but
So while you guys can, roleplay because you're so good at it for a minute.
fuck
Hey.
yeah.
Eleggy used to be the best. I miss Eleggy.
You've never met him.
And I'm going to need a little bit of courtesy from you guys while I bring this map back up.
Okay.
Do you want us to keep covering the map with fog of war?
Now you gotta hold it as steady as possible. So listen.
Don't look too hard.
Wait, shouldn't
Scott, stop looking hard!
What are you guys doing while I'm doing this? By all means, continue.
What happened on attack? You become
Yeah, when did you get strong?
What?
What the fuck?
invigorated.
Oh, the death of my friend had touched me so I had to avenge it.
Yeah.
Yep. Makes sense.
Sounds just like.
Poor guy. I miss my fair Daxter, for he touched me in ways that nobody else had before. Look, I'm gonna be honest, I am most sad about Daxter's death out of all of our party members to die so far.
Okay.
I miss his shenanigans.
How's Papa Zoto feel? Oh no. Papa
What
Zoto.
stairs?
Your god feel?
Kubzan.
Good.
Never mind me getting right up in the camp. What's
Pretty good.
What's everyone doing?
Does Tim actually have bigger muscles?
Yeah, Garth now is ripped. Like
Sugar this
immensely.
fucking 8-pack, bro!
No, actually, it's an inhabitant. Sorry, no, you wouldn't be.
No, I'm fucking
I
shredded!
was thinking of like Belt of Frost Giant or something. In which case you would be, but because this is a god inhabiting you, you're not. You just have this unknown strength about you.
I'm fucking shredded,
you
bro!
should,
I wonder if I could arm wrestle.
you should like cycle through all of your gods and see what they do.
Yeah, I was talking about that before because
Can he swap him?
As far
Shigambi's
as you know, you
spirit.
can.
Pardon?
As far as you know, you can. You
Yeah,
can
because-
force them out if you want to.
Because Shigami is a spirit, so it'd be a little bit harder to force that out.
But
just take the
You would know that they are sentient, and if
Yeah,
you
so
were
that wouldn't
to
be happening.
force them out, they may not.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
I
may.
could see if Papa Zodal's alright with switching to see what the others do. Because his is an item, so.
His spirit's inhabited you, I guess.
Yeah, but I could see if he's okay with leaving, and then we could try on another god and see what they do.
If you want. Yeah, you can be the guinea pig if you want.
That's if he wants to leave.
Papa Zodal, are you okay with leaving my body so that we can possibly see what the other gods do?
No, fuck off!
I'm the leader.
Yeah. Okay, so you would hear. I've given you these gifts, and you
No,
you wish to cast them aside
I-
for one
I-
of these others.
I really like this one. I'm more trying to find one that could make the ranger a better ranger.
Then why does the ranger not try them?
That's a good point. Oi, ranger. My god said that you should try them instead.
I'm fearless. I do not need any other gods.
What's your Can I see Kubazan,
Yeah,
please?
just because you feel this doesn't mean you're an idiot.
Yeah, imagine if you were better if you got a dex of 23 instead of a strength of 23.
I am Swolber!
Yeah, Kubazan's like, yes, why not? What can be wrong with having various god entities inhabit your body one after the other? Go ahead, see what happens.
Do it.
Well, I'm not fearless at the moment, was. What are the other ones that we've got?
Wongo, Naimang, Agent, Mawa,
Give Wongo a go.
No, Wongo's a trickster.
Oblaka.
They're all trickster gods. That's
No,
it's
but
their
like,
category.
You could
Yeah,
just,
but Wongo's like extra
you
tricky.
could just take Moa. Be invisible.
Nah, we know what Noah does. That's lame.
What about Oberlucker? I'll see what Oberlucker does.
Yeah?
Penetrating Oberlucker.
I don't know where Oberlucker is. I've lost a god.
I've lost the dice.
Oh, he's right here in front
Pick
of
a
me.
new one,
That's
Tim.
right.
Sorry.
Okay, so you force out
Kubzan.
Kubazan.
With
And
my
you
23
take-
strength.
You take Oberlucker.
Can you force me with your 23? Is it with your 23?
It's willpower. Oberlucker is a... What the fuck is Oberlucker?
He's like a drop bear.
What's he do?
So, you hear, oh, hello?
Now you had 24 strength.
Oh, I must spell Oberlucker right, too.
Why have you... Are you going to take me with you?
No.
What does it do?
What?
So
You can read out
I
loud.
can.
Tim, you're on stream, by the way. Tell the
Yeah.
stream. Tell the stream.
Well, I can attune an extra magical item.
That's not exactly useful.
Yeah. Oblaka, keep hanging with us, but yeah, look, you're gonna have to go back to where you came from.
What?
Goodbye.
What's the floor?
I am risk averse and slave to routine, so he'll stop you from taking risks.
And you have to be in a room.
He's nervous and obsessive.
Alright, who are you trying out now?
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
I recommend Wongo.
This is so dumb.
I'm a god slut now.
Go Nang Nang the frog.
Oh yeah, go Nang Nang.
Yeah, alright, Nang Nang.
I'll flick him over to you.
I'll catch him in my butthole.
How?
This one's fun. Okay, so you take on Nang Nang.
Nang Nang, the grung is
You
selfish
probably try
and
just
cruel.
walking to the gods and asking them what
While
they do.
inhabited by Nang Nang, you gain the following flaw which overrides any opposing flaw. I won't share with others. Power. While inhabited by Nang Nang, you can move up, down, across vertical surfaces, and upside down along ceilings while leaving your hands free.
You can literally walk
That's
on
that
any
room.
surface.
That is sick.
That's that spinning room.
You also gain a climbing speed equal to your walking speed.
That's sick. You can just walk up walls.
You are essentially Spider-Man.
And I can keep my hands free so I can shoot.
You gonna go with that one, or are you gonna see if there's a dex boost
pretty
thing?
Can I just ask Wongo what he does?
Give it a go. Just ask him.
Yeah, you can. Absolutely. What do you ask him?
What powers can you grant me?
You hear, all of the powers.
More than Shigambi?
Yes.
That's wild.
Let me inside.
One extra attack's pretty good though.
You should ask him to be more specific.
I don't want Mongo in me.
Together we'll penetrate the minds of your foes.
Oh. Maybe you should take him.
No.
Oh, yours is pretty good though.
I can fall, and I get advantage on wisdom checks.
Shigambi, what do you think of Wongo?
He is a deranged fool. He shouldn't be trusted.
Right, who do we have left if not Bongo?
What's
then?
he good for?
Absolutely nothing.
Wait, have we had Ijin?
We haven't yet.
No.
For fuck's sake.
Hey, Agent. Buddy, oh, buddy.
Buddy, oh buddy.
Yes?
What powers
Yeah.
should you grant us should we choose to let you inhabit our body?
I'm nimble. I can help with that, perhaps.
Thanks.
Sorry, buddy.
That's the one you want.
Yeah, alright. Sorry, Nang Nang.
Who's Nang Nang? I'm so
It's
confused.
the grung.
Take on me with you. You force him out and you take on Ijin, I'm assuming.
Just got slapping it. Yes! Well, Ijin inhabits you, your dexterity becomes 23 unless it's already higher. Because he's the rabbit and is fickle and unpredictable.
What's
While
it for?
inhabited by Ijin, you gain the opposing flaw. I never stick to a plan.
I reckon Nang Nang's better. I reckon.
Do you want those
so.
back or do we
Yeah,
just...
yeah, give him.
Shit.
Sorry, you think
I
we
like
can,
to know what ones.
think we can convince Lockie to take the strength
Wait,
based
wait.
one?
Do we know his flaw though?
I think at this
I don't-
point,
we wouldn't
Lockie
know-
probably would. So we'll say he has.
Hey, if you're watching, send us a message on the thing.
I felt-
he
I
said
felt
he said he
really-
wanted Wongo from the start.
He
Well,
did, didn't he?
Now that you know what they do, assuming you're watching,
No, he wants Wongo.
send us a message.
He wants Wongo.
What's one go?
He wants Wongo.
I don't think he would. I think he would take Kubazan knowing that.
The strength.
Yeah.
No, he wants Wongo.
The strength.
What is his strength? 18, so it's bumped up to 23.
Yeah. I will change that here.
What's Wongo do?
Oh, I should change on my D&D Beyond.
Wait. It's not Wongo. It's Bongo.
Bongo!
So,
Bongo knows.
what do you guys want to do?
Wongo knows.
Well, we're gonna head to the
Fucking
staircase,
hell.
yeah?
Okay, what stairs are you heading to?
Which one's closest?
From where you are, the main room is, I think. Because otherwise you have to go all the way around. You have to go through the main room to get to the spiral staircase anyway, so...
You should
Yeah.
try and. Well, never mind.
Yeah, you want to head down the main room then? Let's go down the
You
staircase.
call me God Slut, Tim. You just let them all inside you.
Yeah, but I wasn't trying to fucking hoard them all.
So you give them all back to me then.
Obviously.
Strength 23.
Override score 23.
Are you overriding score, or are you changing your thing? Where are you doing? Change it in your abilities, because otherwise, yeah.
Alright, oops.
Because otherwise, you won't get your modifiers.
Oh, that's how it works.
Because it sets your base to 23.
So, apparently these are all wrong compared to my character sheet. Lol.
I noticed you and
It
Lockie.
doesn't add the human +1 to all.
Oh, that was the other thing. I didn't know what human you were. I didn't know if you were variant or standard, so I've probably been set.
Yeah, I'd be the one with the bonus.
Okay. Well, there's.
I didn't get the feat. I got the ability scores.
Really?
Okay.
Feet is so much better.
So
ability scores are handy. Should I? I can't.
How many did it make? How many even? How many odd? 2?
4 odd. No, 5 odd. 1 even.
That's not good then. How's that good? There's 5 odds.
No, that bumps them all up to the next one.
No, even goes to the next one.
Yeah, which makes them all even. So they're before the +1.
what's everyone doing?
Oh, yeah.
Well, we're gonna head
Stop
down
arguing
the
about
down the
stats.
staircase, yeah?
Okay. So, making your way back to the staircase, who is headed down?
Sure. I'll go
Yeah.
first.
Okay.
Because I have no fear.
Well,
Yeah.
so does Amaltec.
So,
Because he's a squirrel.
Why is it telling me we've got 19 now?
you make your way down, and you see as you're headed down, this is where the stairs come to an end.
Wasn't there another one?
So you would know by going down the spiral staircase that there is a 5th level, but this is where the main stairs end. So, arriving at the bottom floor.
Oh, where am I going to draw this?
On the page.
We've collected enough gods. Do we want to just skip this level?
But what's the last
Nah.
one's the strongest? And we can't, this is the bottom of the staircase.
Yeah, but there was the spiral staircase that went down lower.
Yeah, then we'll have to go back up.
We could probably find the spiral staircase from this level and then just.
Yeah, that means we've got to explore this level anyway.
So, you can see while the stairs end here, in the center of the room, there is a large hole which seems to fall at least 100 feet before you can see it. Well, that's what it appears. It appears to continue until darkness, essentially. You can hear, though, there is a mechanical rumbling echoing up this hole. Around it, as you saw previously, there are 4 cylindrical pedestals around the hole. Perched on top of each of them are massive stone gargoyles. 4 armed gargoyles as
Wait,
well.
where's this? On each corner of the...
No, around the hole. You realise you can see the map in front of you, right? You fucking twat. Why are you asking me questions?
Because this is the first time.
It's the stars,
I
I would assume.
So, each gargoyle. What?
Who?
Oh, right, sorry. So, around the gargoyles, there appears to be special tiles around each of them. Looks like they have different metal tiles surrounding each of the gargoyles. One of them is surrounded by copper, one by silver, another by gold, and another by platinum.
I think we need to drop a coin down the hole of each type.
Do you have a platinum piece?
Do any of
Was
us
it-
have platinum
Was
pieces?
it copper, silver, gold, platinum?
Yep.
I don't have a platinum piece. I've got 500 silver pieces.
Have we found any platinum
Well-
throughout the tomb?
I don't have any money because it'll disappear when I went inside the chest.
I think you'd have some platinum somewhere, wouldn't you? Surely.
Yeah, we got some from the room.
On attack
But we
side,
just-
yeah, I've got some.
No, we did.
Alright. Do we want to drop one of each coin down there then?
Buy platinum.
1 platinum, oh no.
Do you know how much copper that is?
Like 1,000.
So as you make your way over towards the pit, you would notice these pedestals that the gargoyles are perched on. There seems to be a slit in the top of each of the pedestals.
They're coin-activated gargoyles.
Go on, Jay. So you've just thrown down 4 of each, 1 of each.
No, we haven't yet, because you found out
okay.
the slots have a coin slot on them.
You're a slut.
Well, if you put a copper in the platinum one,
You want to find out?
I don't have any copper.
I don't know if I have any copper.
I had copper, but not anymore.
I have 230 gold.
Oh, I do have copper. Actually, this is not in that pouch.
Well,
I've got 12 copper
no, I'll chuck a copper in.
in the platinum one.
Up to you.
Yeah, nah,
You ready to fight if this goes wrong?
nah.
No?
Yeah, yeah.
Why don't we, if we don't have any copper, this is Lockie talking, why don't we just put in enough gold to make a platinum?
No, the platinum one.
But it's not a 10 gold.
Is
Gargoyle.
that how it works?
Like, gargoyle.
Well, I don't know, but if there's no platinum in the tomb and you don't have any platinum, how are you meant to get past?
Sounds pretty accurate.
Alchemy.
Transmute metal, yeah.
Oh no, you want to put the copper in the copper and see if it does anything wrong?
Sure, let's go. Copper and copper, bang.
Okay. You drop it in. You hear it. You can hear it drop into. It doesn't sound. There doesn't seem to be anything mechanical or magical about it. You hear it drop, and you hear ching as it sort of hits more coin that seems to be within the pedestal.
Silver and a silver.
Yep. Same thing. You hear like a few coins slide off to the side.
Gold and the gold.
Yep.
That's all I've got.
Okay.
And no one has any platinum on them?
Oh, yeah, I've got some that I picked up.
So Alan Attack puts a copper in the copper, silver in the silver, a gold in the gold, and he's like, I'm going to put 10 gold in here. So he drops a gold in the platinum. Nothing happens. Drops another one in. Nothing happens. Drops the other 8 in. So, okay, well,
I haven't put 10
Should we
gold
climb?
in there as well, though.
No, it needs to be platinum.
Peas.
There may be some around the tomb. If
Well, the beholder didn't have any in this one.
couldn't tell you.
Alright, well this was a fun little experiment.
Well, I appeased them, so I don't mind. You just haven't appeased them.
Whatever, I'll put a copper in the... Oh, okay, can I borrow a copper?
No. Nah, sure. Maybe.
Okay, can I give you a piece of gold?
Nah. Because this copper is worth more than gold, technically, towards you right now. Since you're willing to trade it. If you're willing to trade a gold for a copper...
That's not what I was going to say.
Orcs aren't that smart.
I was going to say, can I trade you a gold for 9 silver and
That's
10
racist.
copper?
No. Nah, sure.
Is it
Have a
racist
copper piece.
if it's
Have a copper piece.
Drop a copper piece in, chuck a silver piece in, chuck a
this
gold in.
is so janky. I'm trying to change my dex to 23 so I can see what else it changes, but it's just not working.
You can homebrew items and have them in there. So you can homebrew an item
I'm
that
just
sets
trying
your dex to 23.
But I'm just trying to change the abilities. Like, it has it there.
okay. So, what's everyone doing?
Are you going to drop some money in the monies that you can put money in? Is that a yes?
The fuck? Yeah, I'll drop one of whatever I've got from the beholder's room.
Okay. So you go through and drop 1 inch. Again, you don't have any platinum, so what are you doing when you come to the platinum gargoyle?
Nothing.
Okay.
Same.
No, it's belly.
Alright, you just leave the room now. There's a hallway and another hallway, I believe.
What's this?
Take your pick. Which hallway do we want to go down? Get your point?
That one.
You just say that one.
Don't worry, I found it.
So here's the gargoyles, by the way, for anyone interested.
Ready.
Blech.
Wait.
How far
What are you
off
doing?
was I saving that charm? Was it 13?
Not close.
Fuck.
Where are you headed? What's everyone doing?
that way, apparently.
Trying to correct.
What way?
No.
Can I get some minis on the board,
That's what
actually,
I'm
or at
doing.
least one, just to indicate where the party
Chuck a
is?
mini.
Actually, no, everyone bang your minis on,
He is the collective.
because I want to know where each of you are.
How the fuck did you get there?
Double.
Okay, well in that case,
You're dead.
I assume we're all around
Around
here.
the ground.
yeah, for now.
I'm gonna peek down the hallway.
Okay, are you heading out that way or?
No, just staying in this room, but just sort of peeking.
Okay, so at the end of the hallway, let me have a look here. Oops, that's too far. So, where is my map? Map. Ah. So,
at the end.
at the end of the wall, you see something quite familiar to you now. The same screaming face emblazoned on your shield, or the shape of your shield, and the amulet around your neck is carved into the far wall. Its mouth agape, and you can see painted all around it murals of humans who are all cowering in fear, collapsed to the ground, covering their ears, screaming in pain, etc., etc.
That sounds like fun.
What if Ashrak just wanted to become a singer?
He was just really fucking bad.
Well then. Wait a minute. I didn't know there was passive investigation and
Probably
passive
Bible
insight
Banshee.
as well as passive
Yeah.
perception.
Is the whale a bench in this?
I don't think so. Well,
I'm gonna chuck 10 gold in the platinum statue. Just in
Okay.
case. Just to be on the safe side.
Yep.
So everyone's done except for 2.
No, there's not.
You chucking 10 gold in the platinum one?
Sure.
Okay, so everyone's dropping 10 gold into the platinum.
Yeah. I'm gonna head down this hallway and get a closer look at the screaming face man.
Okay, so the face you can see is that one, if that's... It's not really a good interpretation. It's everywhere.
It would be if there wasn't a fucking...
Yeah. But I'll see if I can find one. But you make your way down. Its mouth is agape in almost a screaming sort of fashion. You see, there doesn't seem to be anything out of the ordinary. It looks very similar to the other stone faces that have been carved into the walls of the tomb. Doesn't seem to be anything out of the ordinary. Are you going right up to it? Where are you? What are you doing?
Yeah, sure. All the way up.
Okay. So you make your way up, and
Is it? Probably, yeah.
peering inside.
Whale Banshee.
It's only 3.5, isn't it?
No, it's in 5.
Peering inside, you can see there is a small lizard, sort of brown speckled with black through it. And it sort of sees you as you approach and sort of scurries back into the back of the mouth and sort of hides.
No, come back. Come back, lizard.
Who are you?
I was gonna cast Speak with Animals so I could talk to you, but... Oh, you're a smart lizard.
Jesus.
I am... Xanath.
Zenith.
Zathena.
I am here to save the world.
Didn't know we were watching Heroes. Is there a path going this way?
Save the cheerleader,
Where?
save the world.
No.
No, that's a secret door that we're not able to see because there's a fog of war covering it.
What you could see is what you could see, Tim.
I was just asking.
Don't break the game.
I was actually didn't know there was a secret door there, but I'll draw it as
I
if
could
I
see it
didn't
from my angle.
know it was there.
Yeah, this is why I didn't want to use
That's
these
fine.
maps.
Uh,
Because it's arse.
it's fine.
Oh,
I
they're
know
player
what's
maps,
there,
though.
but-
So, you hear...
What's to your left, so
The wall.
Why are you here? I haven't seen anyone else down here.
Well, we're here to kill... Do we know what he is?
that's correct.
Make a nature check. Or an arcana check.
Oh, whatever's higher.
He's a demigod.
Do me good.
Arcana, that is an 18.
You would know he's a form of undead. A powerful, magical undead.
What's the next lich called?
Fair enough. We're here to kill
The Lich King.
Aseract. Well, technically the Soulmonger, but I feel like we're going to have to do both.
Oh, you won't succeed.
I'm aware.
You're gonna say it, and I'm gonna like go.
I was brought here with companions who were undertaking the same task.
And now you're a lizard?
I was always a lizard.
Oh, that's cool.
They brought me to set off traps.
That's rude.
It didn't help them.
How dare they?
Can you set up traps?
Is Yucca still with us?
No, you haven't seen him since Beholder.
That's coming after
I
him.
was going to say, it'd be really cool if we put the lizard on Yucca's head.
That'd be cool. Is that an archlich? Are you not looking up?
Oh, what?
Are you not looking up liches?
Can you do
Yeah,
anything
I am,
else
but-
apart from talk? Because, I mean, that's cool on its own, but is that like a sign of other awesome stuff that you can do?
Well, I'm a lizard.
Alright, that's pretty cool.
I'm a lizard, I'm a lizard, I'm a lizard.
I can do lizard things. His tongue sort of flicks out and licks over his
Licks
eye, retracts back into his mouth.
Yeah, I can't do that one. Do you want to come meet the rest of the people that are here to slay the undead beast?
Sure, but where are you going?
Is it night magic?
There's
something?
nothing but death further. You should get out while you can.
Look, I don't think we can. As far as I'm aware, the door shut behind us, and the only way out is to kill Aserac.
And I've been surviving for nothing.
Well, if we kill Aserac, then you're let free, right?
I'm not very hopeful, but
That's the spirit.
I guess you're the best chance I've got to get out. Okay, I'll come with you.
What's his name?
He doesn't really have one.
I haven't asked him either.
I'm a lizard. I don't have a name. They called me Lizard.
Would you like a name?
You can call me Lizard.
Okay, that's good, because I'm not good at coming up with names. Alright, so I walk back to the group. Hey
What's
guys, I
everyone
found a lizard.
What are you guys all doing while this is happening?
Fuck all, really.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna watch.
I would like to introduce you to Lizard, the lizard.
Lizard the lizard.
Hi.
Hello, lizard.
Hi.
He can talk, as you can probably tell.
Interesting.
How long would a lizard fill our stomachs for?
Bad.
Not very long. He's only little. He's like a
Oh, I say it out loud.
oh. He like scurries sort of down your back and like hides in your rucksack.
Don't worry, I'm pretty sure he knows that you wouldn't be very filling.
You just don't hear anything. Just hiding.
Stroker liches. There is arch liches.
So, what's everyone aside from Tim doing?
I assume I saw that there's that staircase.
Yeah, so
or
there's a
whatever there as
staircase headed down. Could be. Yeah, you can pull that back a bit too. You can see there's a doorway at the end of that hallway. Cam's gonna go with it.
They're not scale. Maybe they are the arch liches, was what I mean.
well. And now it's gone all the way that way as well.
Like an
Fucking
archmage.
That's right.
Good grief.
I thought that had a different name.
Sure. It's fine. Now,
It's almost 8:30, by the way.
I know, that's why I was trying to find out what you're doing, but Tim's too busy looking at stuff and everyone else is butt touching.
Hey, what's that blue thing?
Looks like a blue thing, Tim.
Nothing. It's gone.
It's probably a portal back to the first level or outside.
So I went that way, and there was a face on the wall, and then a staircase leading down. So I feel like we want to leave that
Go
for
on.
last if we're exploring the level, right?
Yeah. So where else can we go on this level?
Well, there's the two hallways that we can see up there.
Does that go down as well? Have we not been that
We
way?
haven't been that
You
way.
haven't been up there.
We've
You've
been
been into this
there.
room. This is the room that you came to
Yeah, through the
previously.
tunnel. Yeah.
So looking up, you can see that there's a large double door at the end of this corridor.
Okay.
and then you can see there's a hallway that leads off to the side.
Do we want to try that hallway that we're closest to?
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so you make your way up. You guys have actually made progress, and I wasn't prepared for it. So you make your way down, and you come to... Somebody lift that camera before I have an aneurysm. And you come to... I'm just going to move that.
Jesus Christ.
And you come to a T intersection, which leads off towards a small room to the right, and another doorway at the far left.
Draw. Taka.
We have a map now. You don't need to draw
Yeah,
anymore.
but it's not always going to be there.
It's not always going to be accurate.
Well, it's gonna be pretty accurate now because I know what's going on.
Well, ooh, what's that? And we walk up closer to the blue thing.
Okay. So as you make your way up to this room, you can see there's this small 15-foot room, which is incredibly dusty. Doesn't look like anybody's been in here for a while. But the one thing that stands out is on the opposite side of the room is a large mirror.
Fucking mirrors, though.
I need a charisma saving throw from you, Xanath, please.
15. 13. I can't do maths. 13.
13?
Yeah.
Can't do math.
So, Ogamark, you walking down the hallway behind him, you watch as Xanath walks up to this mirror. Oh, what's that? Gets up to it, and you can see her figure sort of stops and sort of jitters a little bit and sort of shifts in place and suddenly gets sucked into the mirror. And we'll end there this week, I think. Next week.
Nice.
It's either
The pod's gone!
Painting in 5 months. What's it called? Dark Souls? The painting in Dark Souls?
Yeah.
Well,
It's either Painting of Harmonis or Super Mario.
Let's go with that one, hopefully.
I mean, Mario 64.
Alright, well,
Nah, Mario Odyssey. I'm gonna go
That's-
fight a harder version of the bosses.
that's where we'll end this week.
God damn it!
Because I don't have much of this level prepared either, so I need to do that during this week.
Neither did I.
Well, after last week, I was like, they won't do much, it'll be fine. But no, of course.
You know why?
Whenever
When Lockie's not here, stuff happens, yeah. So, yeah, that is where we'll end this week. And we'll come back next week, continue from here, and get through the 4th level of the Tomb of Annihilation.
Will we get through it though?
Or if I'm teleported
maybe.
outside of the tomb and I can just leave.
Or Azarax just sit in
Yeah,
the room.
you absolutely had to make a charisma save
Yeah.
for something good.
Yep. it's what
Perfect.
happened.
Alright, well, thank you for watching, guys. And actually, is there anything in particular in there? Awesome 14 driver subbed
Oh, that's
with
Yoshi.
Twitch Prime for 5 months in a row. We're champ. Ray cheered some bits as well. Thank you, Ray, for the bits.
Cheers, Ray.
And you guys just for chatting. Thank you for watching and chatting. We'll be back next week at the same time to continue.
Oh, went very blurry.
So it's just because it's dropped down. But thanks for watching, and thank you for the follows as well. I think there was a few. I don't have the follows coming up here for some reason. I need to try and fix that. But thank you if you followed.
Thank you.
And yeah, check out the link below if you are interested in donating towards a fantastic charity, Keep Abreast Foundation. But otherwise, we'll be back next week.
Cat Web said bye.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Take it easy.
See ya.
See ya.